Meaning everything that I spent $50 on just went down the toilet. It's only pressed 2 buttons. So, out of character, I am not happy. I am the embodiment of Asura's Wrath. If you ever played that game, you know that guy has no kill.
I love that game. I love
All
that
I
game
have
a
is
lot.
equivalency and rage.
I am sorry. Uh, let's see. This should be streaming. Let me see here. Settings. The call's coming through.
University of Mount Union, how can I help you? Hello?
Guys.
And I need to get the music.
Okay, give me a sec. Give me a sec, because for some reason.
Your DM voice is just like your radio voice.
Absolutely.
Alright, guys, give me a second, because for some reason the video isn't coming on Twitch.
The video gets stuck in dick.
Oh, damn.
You know what? I'm gonna...
Wow.
Watching.
Yeah, Jesus, what?
Sorry.
Just kidding, there are no children watching.
Okay, I was about to say...
This is a literal... Dungeons and Dragons is literally the embodiment of racism and gore. I really doubt people are gonna let their children watch this.
Wait, hold on, I'm part black. I'm afraid now.
Oh my god.
Good.
I mean, this game would be like very... Like, if you had to rate this game, what would you rate it?
I rated it a 7 out of 10. No, not puzzles.
No, not quality. I was saying.
I fucking love that.
Yeah, they don't want us at 100%.
I think I fixed everything.
Yep.
You're coming through pretty well.
No.
Allow me to put that there. Okay. Welcome everyone to Arc 2 of Wishful Dawn. See how we have spent the past 2 weeks in doing our own things, like out of character, like why is it for the next past 5 sessions? For this arc, which I think is going to be... How long would you describe this arc by?
I'd say this arc, it's a very transitive arc, so it'd probably be the shortest of 3. I presume there'd be 3. So, yeah, like it would be the shortest in terms of how many there'd be, but like a lot would happen.
Oh yeah.
At least I'm hoping for it.
I'm hoping for this to be like a short campaign.
Yeah, like it would be like a medium-sized campaign.
But then again, campaigns always go awry, so
Yeah.
plus we're gonna have to be doing a lot of side questing because Devil Joe, Elder Devil Joe. And
Oh yeah, that's right. We gotta fucking power up if we're gonna fight another one of those. Oh my god.
Oh, and let's not forget that we're all prophecies. So.
Yeah, we don't know that though.
Yeah. I wouldn't say you guys are prophecies. I mean,
Yeah.
just because there's people who look like you doesn't mean that you're actually prophecies. And you shouldn't say it just yet, because there's a chance that you guys aren't actually part of it.
Yeah, because remember there were
No, on that wall, Chinuki.
branching paths. Branching paths.
But this isn't Fire in the face.
Listen. So they still exist in that one shot.
where I said that
Oh no.
it was a day of a wishful dawn and blah 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 blah, and I did state like specifically that the point in breaking is like to capture or not, because he does
I
need
was
like
just
one.
making a joke. I was making a joke to Fire in the face.
So everyone, welcome to Arc 2.
Arc 2, I mean...
Here in the party need a quick recap of what has happened before I give the recap in general. By the way, why the fuck is that Kola still here?
Because I was hoping to try to do it this time.
Yeah, I was looking at his token too.
Because I'm thinking, like, maybe we can start cycling the responsibility of the recaps, just in case.
Oh yeah.
Because, I mean, if you're not here, do it then.
Cycle it if I ever get like sick or have to do shit, which... So... Or last we left our heroes, Balazar the Kobold Sorcerer, Zelfi the Kobold Cleric,
Yay.
Tanuki Monk, and Tsunami the Genasi Fire. After dealing with what is the equivalency of spider bullshit, yes, that's why I'm calling it spider bullshit. Touching something he should not have touched.
Uh-huh.
Me and Sal's been getting our asses beat.
Uh-huh.
And the party, after dealing a long day with 2 dungeons that they had to complete, spend their day off trying to relax, trying to get new gear before they get their asses handed to them again. And one last thing, Toko got Nordic. Okay, take us away.
Alright then,
I hate you.
so yes, I'd say that rather than just taking a day off, you guys took 2 weeks. And in those 2 weeks, you've basically just been either doing paperwork or you are addressing to your own personal tidbits, so to speak. For example, Tsunami, you've been relaying between Phaleda and some of her Vivarian contacts about a certain hobgoblin fighter on the seas, the Red Storm, and whether or not they have been making landfall recently. And last you heard, he is on the continent right now.
Do we have a name? Wait, Vice, do you remember his name?
No, I do not, because
I'll
you
do
had
it.
it. You had the name.
It's your backstory. You write your own information.
Yes. It's a little Red Storm.
So, Tsunami knows his name now.
Yes. It took a long time, as it appears that he'd made himself a cipher. The captain of the Red Storms had cut ties with most of his former associates, and many of which were killed, both in the New World and Old World. And it was really by a penitent whaler who had taken the ship as transport, and had somehow survived the endeavor without being made into an undead.
Would Tsunami be in contact with this whaler?
Yes, he would.
Is the whaler in the city right now? Because in my mind, Tsunami would have transported him to the city.
Yeah, he is in the city with you. He currently resides near the vacant house in the Red Light District.
Yeah.
And he's been sort of talking to you, like interchanging stories about what had happened. What he calls the Dark Night.
Tsunami would. Where is Tsunami right now? What is he doing as of right now? Where is he?
Well, I'd say you deliberate on that.
All right, like, am I like at the guild filling out paperwork, or am I at home just kind of talking to Phaleda?
You are the guild master, but I presume that you are talking to Phaleda right now.
Yeah. So, Phaleda, would you like to accompany me today to the whaler? I need to speak with him about something.
It's the same one that's what you call that.
Yeah, it's the same, exact same one we were talking about.
Well, I mean, I think we should probably give him a bit more time, though. What he probably went through was very painful.
Yeah? Well, probably not as painful as using the full set. If all of a sudden you are.
Yes, I can see that. But we can try to get through there. And eventually she just sort of tries to, like, not be completely shaken by that revelation. Because I think this is the first time you've told her that the entire family was wiped out.
Yeah, definitely.
In front of you.
But, so where is he residing now? I don't really remember. I don't really remember.
Yeah,
Somewhere.
Philip begins to sort of show you where exactly the man was making his station. It appears that he chose not to go to the tavern as it was too much of an outlet, and perhaps an assassin could likely make the drop on him. And so instead, in the town, he resides towards the red light district in its central side around here.
Hey, Lena, can you take me there right now? I need to talk to you.
I've been getting a bit more acquainted with the city, but help me if I do.
Yeah, don't
This
worry.
round.
Just,
Yeah, she takes you through one of the streets. She takes you through the central area, and she makes that left turn. If I could let me trace it. So you guys go for the left turn. You guys make your. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, just keep going this way. Is this house? No, it's not this house. And like it gives her a second before she can really get to it. And eventually, she does make her way to this safe house.
I knock on the door.
And with that knock, you just sort of hear a. And you see a dark brown, like a single dark brown eye, sort of peer over, and he says,
Open it up. It's me.
"Oh, it's you. Oh, thank goodness." And he sort of opens the door, and you see, like, he gives him a few bolts to remove before he opens the door, and you see that he already has like a sword at his side. Like, it appears that he was just about to stab whoever came through the door.
Tsunami stairs at me. Open that door.
Alright. And he begins to allow you guys in, and he's like, "I'm sorry, it kind of is a bit of a mess, but it's actually a fairly clean area. Like, he's made a good spite here."
A lot cleaner than what I've seen. Like this. Pardon me. Who's that? What's all that noise in the background?
Yes, it's distracting.
Nathaniel, can you like turn that down,
No.
please?
There are 15 minutes left of the show. You can be patient.
Oh shit.
Like, I'm actually streaming this stuff.
And
the others can hear it too.
Tsunami does not care about this man's name, so he just calls him the Whaler. Look, Whaler, I need to talk to you about something very, very specific. And I don't want any lies. If I see that you're lying, and he holds up the ring, If I see that you're lying, there's gonna be some drastic consequences.
Okay. Okay, I'll tell you, whatever it is.
Now, do you remember a night? Not even really a night, more like a day. A day. Let's say about 8 years ago. Do you remember a day 8 years ago when your pirates boarded a vessel called the Brazilians? It had a whole bunch of people on it. People like me. Water ganassi, fire, air,
Nice.
elves, merfolk. Just about anyone who lived on the boat. Do you remember any of this?
No.
I hold up the ring. What does the ring say?
He's telling the truth.
Do you know
And
any...
he simply says there were so many ships. So many.
But did you run into one with ganassi on it?
Yes, at least 5 of them.
Now, what about the Brazilians? The ship, the Brazilians, it was a big ship. and housed a lot of people.
Sorry, give me a moment. It's just...
Tsunami slams his hand on the table. I'm gonna make an intimidation check.
Alright, make an intimidation check.
12.
Yeah, he's... like, the sudden impact is just more of a... It's more of just a... It startles him more out of his stupor than it does anything else. Doesn't particularly intimidate him. And Feleta just sort of looks over, he tries to put a hand on your shoulder and says, Tsunami, I'm not sure if brute force is really the way to do this. Clearly the man has seen something.
I just need answers, Felina. That's all I need. And I can't have him being in stupor. Drunk or not, I don't care. Don't be in stupor. This is important. I need your mind keen. I need your mind sharp. I need you to remember.
Alright, let me give me a moment. Alright, the ship was big. Did it have it had a symbol, right?
Yes, it had a symbol. It had a symbol of Aria, but instead of her being the usual pale skin that she is, she's blue.
Yes.
Surrounded by gold, a gold circle.
Yes. I see it now. It smelled...
Yeah. Smell like fresh water. That's and Tsunami kind of puts his arm close to his nose to kind of jog the memory a bit, because you know how like smells and stuff can do that. So he kind of puts his arm up, and he holds out his hand like, don't worry, it's just gonna. I've read this in a book. This may help jog your memory, and he kind of like wafts his arm.
So it's like a smelling salt almost.
Yeah, like a smelling salt, and Tsunami smells fresh water all the time. So.
Oh. Okay, that's what is this? Some kind of I'm very aware.
Have a good night.
Wait, I just wasn't expect. Yeah. Okay, that's the Brazilians. Yes, it was a very large ship, very large, very large rewards on that one. But it also had a lot of people on it. Yes. I remember, it was one of the few times I actually saw Redstorm, Captain Redstorm.
You mean Sir?
Please don't speak his name. He didn't like that.
Well, I don't like him.
You see, he used to run decimations. Yeah,
Decimation? You mean he killed 9/10 of his men? To show the other 10th?
No, it's just the other way around. 1/10 to show the other 9. Although he didn't really kill them. They were all undead, so he just
buried them.
Yes. Cut them to pieces sometimes. Made us watch. Yeah. Okay, but yes, back to the ship. Yes.
Were you a part of the raid at all?
Yes, I remember you told me to go through.
Tsunami tenses up a bit. So, alright, do you remember what weapon did you wield at the time?
Hook.
The hook. Okay.
Curse you, Peter Pan!
Oh my god.
Yes, basically.
Damn it, Balasar.
Damn Balthazar.
Yeah, goddamn. Tsunami kind of relaxes a little bit, but he's still a little bit tense. And you kind of see like he has a bottle open. He has a bottle of holy water open.
Yes.
So, okay. Were you one of the first to board?
No, I was part of the second wave.
So you weren't the one that killed my girlfriend. That was good. She was a fire ganassi.
Oh,
She caught an arrow. She was the first one to die. She caught an arrow. No, not an arrow, a bolt. Through her head. As we were about to kiss. I remember that vividly.
I'm very sorry. I hope that. Yes, that must have been horrible for you.
Who was the man who did that? Did you know?
Well, there were a few sharpshooters. I think he may have, although I think your quarry is already dead.
Okay. What else do you remember about that dude?
I remember there was a lot of fire. I don't know why he asked us to torch the ship. It made no sense. It was mostly packed with people who are attuned to the water.
Tsunami slams on the table again. That was the last sign I saw before I blacked out.
Which one?
See everything on fire. Everything burning, my home, my family, everything.
I don't really know why he asked. I think he meant to oil the waters. That's what he said. Make sure that none of them were able to swim back to safety.
Oh, so to make sure us water ganassi.
Yes. Couldn't breathe oil, after all.
Now, were you there? There? When my mother died? She was an air ganassi. She was basically, she was my father's second hand. She was first mate. My father was a captain of that ship.
I do remember seeing it happen. It was particularly gruesome. One of the worst kills I've seen.
Tsunami bites his lip. What? I need this. What happened? How did it happen? And who did it?
Captain himself did it. He insisted he was the only one who could get it done.
What?
He didn't use any weapons, he used his bare hands.
Damn it!
Yeah, this time he actually he tenses up a bit from that.
And Tsunami uses shape water again to let out the water. He's about to wrap it around his head. But he looks at Feleda.
And Felida's like, wait, no, don't do it yet.
Feleda. So, he puts it back in. Alright? Now, before then, I remember my father giving me this. And he holds out his swords, but not like in a threatening way, but he holds out his swords, and you can see like the half of the storm trinket.
Mm-hmm.
He holds it out. I remember my father giving me this out of his own weapon before he died. Now, is this what Slill was after?
He was not after a weapon, he was after...
No, do not look at the weapons. Look, and he puts the swords together, so the halves actually like link up.
Mm-hmm.
Was he looking for this, the Storm Sapphire, or what? Feleda, what did you call it again? What did your people call it?
Eye of the Storm. And immediately he was like, yes. He was looking for the eye, but he wasn't looking for any eye in particular. It was he was looking for he was looking for it as a means to charge something. It was part of a ritual.
Okay. And Tsunami knowledge to Felina, that kind of links up with religions, right?
Oh, you're Nami too, right? Yeah.
Because you figured that the ship.
I was so.
So,
I'm so mad.
what you're telling me is that he was after my family's
The hell was that?
And I changed them all to the wrong thing.
Yes, he had to be.
Wait, are you in the Thursday?
No,
at
answer
12?
this one
Yeah,
question.
I
Answer it
Yeah, I thought I
carefully.
saw you.
Before I was hit off the ship, I saw my father fighting. Or did he put up a fight? And did he die valiant?
Just go what you think, like. Yeah, I was. I just did not change things. That's like was my own fault. I would have done so well.
Your father.
Wake, this was the water Ganassi.
Was he the captain?
Yes, he had long green hair at the time, and a pretty scruffy beard.
That one.
Oh,
Yeah, I remember it took.
Fought with 2 weapons, 2 swords.
Yes, I remember there was a lot on the ship after we were done. There was a great deal of the rest, a great deal of the auxiliary crew was decimated. I assume that must have been him, considering there weren't many that were armed. I didn't see it myself, but there were a lot of broken bits. Pieces of different
I was
crewmates.
like crying in the library, but I was like, dang it, because I had a exam.
They weren't soulless, it was just some of them, they're corralled into fear.
It worked out though. Everything's fine. Even if I do like subpar, at least it's like.
Tsunami flips table this time.
Oh yeah, I
Damn it! Shit!
Yeah, I'm good on this one. Good guy.
And the way there's sort of a, like he steps back from his chair, is, he nearly falls off and he's just like, huh.
How close were you with Slim?
Not very, he didn't keep a lot of us close.
Then who did he keep close? And I swear to God, if you don't give me an answer, or at least a clear one, I waterboard you. Give me a clear answer.
Okay, yes, it was. Salil kept 2 people, two of the crewmates, always with him. One was called Frill. Yes.
What? What does Frill look like?
I'm going to go begin to enjoy.
God, he's this real nasty-looking Earth Ganassi.
Has that sort of.
Green gems all over the side of his face.
And his name was Frill.
Frill, yes.
That's more than
Yeah, secret ingredient.
bird folk or water Ganassi name. What the hell?
I don't know. I don't know too much about the 2 of them, but they're weird. Something about them is just wrong. They're not like the other crewmen.
What? Everyone else is vampires. How can they be any different?
I mean, like, yeah, sure. Like the rest of them, they were vampires. They fed off of people. But those things, they weren't just. They had evil in them, you know. Like,
Could I
some of the.
history check to see if I know what these things are?
Yes, you can.
Maybe so many less, like, I mean...
Alright, with 10, you know that there are different levels of vampires. Yes, there are like vampires that are like just fledgling, and like vampires spawn beneath them that were very subservient. Well, there are some more fledgling vampires, and there was also vampires that superseded and ruled entire courts of themselves.
You can lower it.
And there was very much in a master-slave situation. You assumed that perhaps this could be what was going on the ship.
Tsunami holds the mood ring to see if he was lying about that. Because he just wants to make sure.
Yeah, this guy was not lying. He's been straight with you this whole time.
Okay, the ring is telling me you will tell the truth. Now, this Earth Ganassi, Frill, what was the other one? What was the other one?
The other one's name was
Oh,
Reginald.
boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Real and Reginald. What
But
were
he
they?
was this, he was this human fella.
Enjoy your Saturday night.
Blind as a
everybody.
bat, though. Couldn't. Clearly, he was. He looked
We'll
blind.
move
His
this
eyes were just
to
completely.
here.
You know, they had a glaze over them.
Like,
Can I make an Arcana check? Like,
Yeah.
yep, I got
I want to
it
see
every
like,
Saturday.
Because he's read some shit. So,
You come every Saturday?
Mm-hmm.
22.
With 22 in Arcana, you can see that.
Originally, you didn't have to,
even
but
though,
one of the players
even though
doesn't
when
get
vampires sustain
until
injuries in their
7.
in their previous
You know,
lives,
used to start at
it
5,
usually
so
sticks with.
that looks good.
It
Smells good.
stays on them.
Tsunami crosses off him being seer. So he's like, so I'm guessing these injuries were previous, before his turn.
Asshole.
Yeah, that's my guess, but I don't know too much about the rest of them. I mean, there was just the 2 that trailed him.
I only needed those 2. I only needed the people that were close and important to him. Now, do you know of their whereabouts? Are they still with Slim?
That's not fair.
What is
Yes.
That's not fair.
they are?
He's like, nothing I can do anything about it. And he's like, well, I'm gonna do everything about it.
No, I've heard word throughout the days that Slim may be on the continent. But have you picked up word?
I just tore like ligaments and stuff like that in it.
In the marshes,
Or-
south.
And like instead of and so like I don't even know like
There
That's
were
right where you were. Wait, that's right where we found you. Why are they hunting you down? Because that's what it sounds like. It sounds like they're hunting you down, specifically. I want an answer on why that is. What did you do to them? Because what you said implies that you weren't close with them. But why would they be hunting you down? Were you
Like,
of
bitch,
high
I gotta
rank
get surgery.
within the crew?
I started to get to that.
Okay, so
They were initiating me, and I couldn't take it. The things they showed me that night, I don't want to think about them ever again.
Well, you're gonna have to right now. I need answers. If I don't get answers, and he slowly starts to bring up the water out of the flask, there's gonna be some consequences.
Alright. They brought us to the mournful marshes because they needed the eyes to. They needed an eye to fuel Seer, to give it power.
Can you, like,
Hold on.
don't him,
You said I.
please?
Yes.
Please.
Is there more than just the eye of the storm?
Yeah, there's.
Boyfriend
there-
does that.
I don't know the exact specific, but I've heard that he talked about how there were 5 of them, 5 eyes.
Hey, Lana, any legends about that? Anything within your people's folklore? Anything at all?
5 eyes.
I need names.
Did you scream at Felada?
A tiny bit. Because Tsunami is kind of feeling stressed at this point. Because he feels like he's getting. I need names.
That
And Felada, she kind of steps back away from you for a moment, and eventually she tries to answer.
doesn't know
She
how to
says,
be a boyfriend.
Okay. There was the Eye of the Storm,
What the fuck?
Eye of the storm.
Eye of the Frost,
Eye of frost.
the Eye of the Flame.
Eye of the frost. Eye of the flame. And Tsunami's writing this all down.
Yes. Eye of the Father.
What? What does that one hold?
It holds the eyes, the eye of the idea here is they refer to the Father as a great dragon who once ruled these lands before
Okay.
they were vital.
I can guess from the eye of the storm that it's lightning, eye of frost, ice, eye of flame, fire, eye of fire. What would that? Does it connect to an element at all? Does it? And he's asking both. Any of you guys know? Is it connected to an element at all, or is it some abstract fucking concept that's made for a god?
The father is a god.
Which one? Is it our god or is it her gods?
This is one of 19. Jesus says both.
Both. Who is
Shared.
How? The what?
It's the silver dragon, the great one that rules further than others. It's an aspect.
That's. Wait, are you talking about the Silver King here?
No, not the Silver King. I'm referring to the one before him.
Ovan. Ovan. Didn't Tsunami try to remember Ovan, right?
Yes.
Ovan. What's the other one? What's the fourth one?
Which one?
What's the fourth eye? You said there was 5. I only have 1, and you only listed 3. You listed Frost, Flame, and Fog. What is the other?
Frost, Flame, Fauna. Abyss.
The Abyss. I'm guessing that one has to deal with either necrotic or some abyssal bullshit.
Hmm. Yes, it's the legends are very vague about this one.
Fine. Wheeler, one last question. Just one last. What is so goddamn important about Slil having these eyes? I understand their power. Hell, I have one of them. What is so important about him getting his fucking power?
Does he asks, do you ask the whaler, correct?
Yeah, I've asked the Wheeler.
And the whaler, yeah, you turn to the whaler, and the whaler, he then finally says it. I believe he serves something greater. Not a god, not a devil, not a demon. Something from beyond the stars.
Beyond the stars? What do you mean beyond the stars?
He didn't say anything else, I swear, but it's just the man was so cryptic when he spoke.
Okay, so Slil is someone who speaks in tongues then. And Tsunami speaks in Goblin. He's like, can the whaler understand Goblin?
Yeah.
Once I find him, I'm gonna cut off his head and burn him over and over and over.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Why not?
He walks on fire.
Then I'll lightning his ass. I will shock him. I will cause whatever pain he caused me 13 years ago. 10-fold. No, not 10. Just 100-fold. I will cause him all the pain and misery. I will take all of the people that have suffered under his blade and his hands, and I will reciprocate that feeling to him 100-fold. Now, what I ask of you is if you can, try to find any old contacts that don't associate with Slil anymore, like you.
There aren't many of us. He usually kills the ones that leave.
Why does he kill everyone who leaves?
They're more pliable that way.
Gotcha. So kind of like how you are in this instance.
Well, as you can see, I'm still flesh, thankfully.
Yeah. You're alive. That's a thing. But if I do find out you ever lied to me, I'm not gonna hesitate to kill you.
I know.
Good. I'm glad that we got that clear. And Tsunami hands him a ration, in case you haven't eaten today. Here you go.
And he sort of just looks at it and he's like, he just nods. And with
Well,
that, I'm going to swirl right back to what Alisar's been doing these 2 weeks.
Alright. So... Top Balzer's gonna go to the blacksmith and upgrade his, bow gun.
So he goes to upgrade the bow gun. Alright. You go to the dwarf.
Oh boy. So... To Gundra, I place it down along with all the iron. The stinger from what we got from
Yeah, it was something I carved and I gave it to Belisar.
yeah, he gave me his stinger, his free iron along with my 2 iron and next or did you keep that for yourself?
No, I gave you the ores I had. You're talking about those, right?
Yeah, the ores and the stinger.
Yeah, I gave you the stinger, and I gave you my... Let me see what ores those were exactly. I gave you my 1 Macalite ore and my 1 Dragonite ore.
Okay, so I show all that, and along with my bowgun, and I asked Gundra thing out all this. To upgrade it.
And he looks over the gun itself, and he's like, I'll have to probably weight it again. It's a bit of it has a bit of a weight problem. Might have to make it heavy.
Well, see, that's the problem. I can't carry something that is too heavy, otherwise I'll be slowing people down.
Uh-oh. Baby.
And Bowser just hears a crying baby like, do you hear that?
And he's like, it must be one of the renters over to the street. They've been having some issues with children crying.
To learning an instrument to calm them down.
Yeah, but do you see any boys around here? There aren't too many. And he kind of looks over, trying to get a good grasp of how he'll weight this. And he's like, well, I can't make it heavy, but I can make it medium. It's not going to be easy to wield for you, but it could still be hefted.
Well, out of character, Bowser is kind of sort of proficient in crossbow, so it doesn't matter. So he's just like, that's fine. By the way, there is one other thing I've been wanting to show you. Jar of Demon. It just goes like, you think you can make a bullet with this?
Wait a moment. And he takes a moment to look at it. Where'd you get this?
He just goes like, I completely forgot. I'm going to be honest with you. I completely forgot where I got this. Throw Togo's demon on the jar. Just got back ever since.
And he's like, I'm not quite... I'd have to look through my books to see if I can even try to make something like this. No. Yeah, I don't think I can do it.
It's just go like, okay, fair enough. He puts the jar back in the backpack like, so... Here. I've been meaning to do this. He shows him like the 2 daggers. Like, do you think you can make an upgrade to these?
Yeah. Well, the 2 daggers, what do they look like? Which are these?
Yeah, they just look like simple hand daggers that you would use for like,
I
basic
see.
bitch daggers.
He's like, these are basic daggers. I could do something with this. And he looks over what you've given him. What are the ores that you have?
Iron, malachite, draconite, and I have for natural materials a jaggy scale, egg scale, actually an ant scale, and one jaggy pelt.
Like, I could make something with the end keg, but I could also make something with the metal.
You're the expert here, so I'll let you decide.
Alright, well, I'm going to also advise you of this, because I can tell you that the end keg will be cheap, but the metal will be much better material to work with. Much stronger.
He just goes like, alright, then the crossbow and the daggers it is. Basically going to do the crossbow. He can do the daggers later if need be.
Then, so, if you could, I would like you to I would like this to be visible to everyone.
Holy.
Oh,
Hey,
what?
look at that thing.
What is that? Is that a? What is that?
This
What kind
is,
of bloodborne weapon is this?
This is the Norbustan, as Gundren explains. It was part of a ancient dwarven prototype that he found, and he tried to adapt it into a weapon. He's giving it you for a discount because he's not sure if it is going to be completely optimal.
So, do with like the stinger, is it still there, or do you use all
yeah,
the parts?
it's definitely there. Actual, like, I mean, the stinger was used up for it, yeah.
Jesus.
It is
Oh,
like,
what?
yes, it's definitely packs a certain
Did he
type of
give you
weapon,
a
so to speak.
like a little Gatling gun? What?
So tell me, what does this do? Now, as damage.
What it does?
Give me the stats.
Oh boy. Let me PM them to you, so you can freak out in silence.
And give me the name as well so I can change it.
Alright.
Have a nickname for this. But I'll save it for once I get the PM.
Allow me to grab the stats. Alright, let me find
To get that thing upgraded even more. So what is that thing strike?
I'm so glad I gave you that stinger, man. Look at that.
So, I'll be waiting on those answers.
Jeez, this thing must be doing something.
Oh yes, I forgot the main one.
So, this thing has a deck save instead of damage. Really close.
Oh no, that's just one of the shots.
Okay.
Like you see, these are all different shot types. You have to purchase the shots themselves.
Okay. Let me change it. So yeah, it just does the same damage as it did before. Yeah, plus 2 to
Alright.
damage because I.
Give it a second. There we go.
Alright. Alright, so... Stay away, because I remember Toko and Tsunami also giving me, like, some of their platinum.
Yeah, this is something in the... Like, with all of the things that you've done, like what you're purchasing, with the you got a medium bow gun, which is basically custom, and you also got a... you prepped 2 daggers. I'd say, and you're putting them up to a rarity level, like a rare level. I'd say you're going to be in the realm of, like, probably 12,000 gold.
Yeah, I would say Toko and Tsunami would probably give me, like, what,
let's see. It would have depended on how much you currently had.
Yeah.
I
How much
have,
do you have
like,
right now?
I have, like, 160 in gold.
Oh.
No platinum?
I spent all that to get the table for us, along with my beat stick to become the superior beat stick.
Okay, and
Gunther's
let's
just
see.
like,
12,000 platinum. Wait, no, 12,000 gold.
Gold.
So would that be? I'm still trying to.
Platinum.
120 platinum.
Be 100. Yeah, that'd be.
120 platinum, yes.
Yeah, I would have given Balasar at least 150.
Alright, so you're like paying with platinum. He's like, whoa, expensive clientele.
Now, what did the daggers do, my good friend?
Alright. These cut very, very deep. And eventually, yeah, I'm assuming that you return to him in 2 weeks with the daggers.
With the daggers, and if I have like leftover cash, I'm gonna be spending it on getting ammo for this new thing. 'Cause I got shit that I could sell as well, if need be. And I'm also going to, during the 2 weeks, hand over the investigation paper to the guild association.
Yes.
So, that's gone.
I still have a lot of platinum even after that.
We're in the money. We're in the money. Welcome to Monster Hunter World, bitch. You get paid a lot for getting punched in the face by
We're getting
giant
punched
beefy
in the
beefy
face
boys.
by big boys. That's not something that we should be proud of, but it's what we do.
Yes.
It keeps the food on the table and
Yeah, it does.
and the house running along with
There we
the
are.
oil.
Yeah,
Here we go.
you're right.
Let me probably print. Let me italicize the titles here.
Dragon Knight daggers.
Yep.
Oh,
So I got myself the ability to climb walls.
Yeah.
So Kobold. Alright, these are +2, so I'll put the +2 to damage.
Yep.
And crit range.
Yes. Critical, indeed. Very sharp. Very, very sharp. In fact, he actually sort of he holds it with like special gloves to make sure he doesn't cut himself when he gives it to you.
oh my God!
So natural 20.
That's some test.
Okay.
So just-
What do you cut? What are you trying to cut?
Is there like something here that is nearby that I can like literally cut?
No, well, there's
That
the.
is not living.
Okay, there is a. Let's say there's a fly.
Wow.
Fly,
Okay.
like, flying around. Do you hit it?
Yeah,
you
I'll
hit
just-
the.
yeah, I'll hit it.
When you slash this fly, flying, yeah, you actually snipped off. You snipped off such a small part of its wings. It was such a precise cut that it only took off a non-essential part of its wings. Now it's just sort of veering around funny.
I am going to roll performance to make sure that I did that on purpose.
Oh boy.
Oh my God.
A big flash. You put by 6.
Just oh, it's like a delay effect too. It just like you just watch as you slash, and then the fly just explodes.
Yeah, the moment the fly passes by, he just tells Grim to wait for it, and then it explodes.
And he's just like, wow. I think I outdid myself this time. But still, you. You should be careful what you use those on.
What's with your melee weapons, Balasar?
My melee weapons are my superior beast stick and these daggers.
I know, I'm just saying, why are they always so destructive?
Because they're in the hands of a Satanist.
Oh no.
Oh, yes.
They're in the hands of a monster, that's why.
Yeah, there's a monster.
Right,
the real monster isn't the monsters in the campaign.
now then, Stolsby. These 2 weeks have passed. And, I presume that you've been studying up that Monsternomicon.
Yes, not only have I been studying up the Monsternomicon, I've actually been going back and forth between the library and where the clerics are trying to find out more about different resurrection spells for our ghost friends.
Alright, you have heard of a ritual that involved a particular natural spring that revives the person's flesh, so that they could be revived.
Out in the youth.
Though it had the effect of reverting one's age. Unfortunately, the effect was irreversible.
I kind of jot down, Salisbury's jots down as many notes about this resurrection spells. Not the resurrection spell, but as much of this information as he possibly can. Puts it in his journal, and he off and on he's in the training room trying to physically train himself, trying to get a little bit more physically strong.
Yes, and the library actually asks you as one of the frequent patrons if you were with the guild. Deary, are you part of the guild?
Well, not officially, but through duty, I am.
If you could ask one of your friends to pitch in some more shipments of books to our establishment. If that would be fine with you, of course.
Listen, I gotta admit something to you. I'm not just coming back here just because study is important. This is one of my vices as a kobold. You may not know this about kobolds, but we have a bit of a greed thing. I would like to collect as many books, but I do respect establishments such as libraries way too much to take any books. This place, feels like home. Feels like a safe place to be. Almost feels like, how you would feel about the ocean, if that makes sense.
I understand.
And I have been meaning to be officially part of the guild council. As much as I absolutely hate paperwork, I see that they need people like me. I see that they need people of martial prowess. The only thing is, I don't know how I'm really gonna be able to use any of that with these monsters. The more I read my book, the less I truly know about how to defeat them. With what I know about my military background, seems like I need to change my tactics. The only problem is I haven't really been finding any monster tactics as of lately. I know it's kind of a new concept in this world to fight these monsters the way we do, but I need to know. I need to know how to fight them.
Actually, I think we do. We don't have the books, but there are places you can find them.
Oh, please tell me. I would love to find any and all books that would tell me about how to defeat these monsters and fight them more efficiently.
The Wyverians in the west. Western Wyverians, they're not quite as charming as the others, but they have a lot of knowledge on how to defeat these beasts. If you were to travel to the deserts in the west, you might find.
I'll keep that as a note. Thank you very much. Before I leave, is there anything else that I can do for you other than sending more shipments of books into here?
Yes, just a small inquiry about the quality of the books. You see, we've actually there are some that are not quite as forgiving as yourself, and they've been stealing a few books.
This will not stand. I hate it when people steal books. Oh wait, I'm one of those kinds of people.
Hello, I hate when people steal books, except when I
do it.
And like the librarians are sort of like, oh, okay.
I'm sorry. I'm just thinking about how awesome it would be to have a cave full of books.
Okay.
Well, I would think that you'd have more of a temple, if anything. You seem to be more of a reading type.
A temple full of books. Even more book to have. I like the way you think.
I'm paid to do it.
Very technically, he has the money to buy this place.
Hey, so we did buy that training room then.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, awesome.
That's where, we
Yeah,
spent the money on the
is
training
yours.
room and I believe the bike pit.
Well, I guess we gotta buy something else. A
Next thing we're probably gonna have to buy is like stables.
a library, a reading room.
Now then,
I mean, technically, we have the whole entire block after what we did to Akola.
Tuco. Have you sent your beloved from across the sea?
Yes, I have.
And you've sent for her, so to speak, and eventually she sort of tasks you with meeting a bit outside of the city gates. You actually get it from you actually don't receive it from a courier, but instead through a flying email, so to speak.
What the?
If you could, like, quite literally, it's a piece of mail that has been transmuted so that it can fly.
Will the wonders never cease?
And it just opens in front of you, and you are revealed to it.
Oh, okay then.
And within, I believe it was like midway through the 2 weeks, so probably on the weekend, like the last part of the weekend.
Okay.
You're sort of scheduled to meet her.
And that's what this letter is right now.
Yeah, like the letter just tells you like where to go.
Okay, cool. So after reading the letter, I guess I probably take it just to make sure I don't forget.
Yeah, like just make sure that you didn't forget or anything. And
Yeah, just to make sure I didn't forget the location. I just take the letter with me as I go to wherever the meeting is.
all right, and of course, you see a figure. This is an unmistakable figure. Yeah, you see the unmistakable figure of the surface drow princess.
So goes, breath
I like
kind of like catches in his throat a little bit, and he's like,
But of course, she's not alone. Next, right beside her is a bald drow, and he appears to have two very jagged-looking blades at both sides, armed with teeth, and have like they're like these dark green blades, and they have like these red accents on them. And he appears to be decked out in this armor. and he appears to be some kind of bodyguard, from what you can tell.
Oh, by the spirits, who the fuck? I'm going to slowly approach, and I am going to just lightly call out to her.
Yes, and eventually, you eventually do see it is in fact
Nice. Uh-oh.
Did Vice die? Uh-oh.
Yeah, did he die?
Vice.
Vice died, oh no. Vice!
Dun, 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 dun. Okay.
Solid
But
Vice!
I'm back. Yes.
Discord problems.
But yes, you do see Akara before you, and Akara, like, there's a bit of this weary sort of smile.
I'm gonna show everybody what she looks like.
Yup.
This is her. Right here. Yeah.
Although, of course, she's not wearing quite that attire.
Yeah, she's not wearing this, but this is
Yeah,
her
that's
face. This is her face and
Far
everything.
more conservative dress.
That was for the party, okay? She was wearing that in episode 0.
Yeah, episode 0, and yeah, she appears to actually be touting an umbrella. She appears to be protecting her eyes from the sun. Of course, she's not quite as affected, but it's still annoying.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, this fellow, strangely enough, this drow does not appear to be a surface drow. He doesn't quite have the same appearance.
Yeah.
He's a bit paler. He appears to be from the Underdark,
I don't
presume.
So Toko is going to walk over to them, and he puts the, well, no, yeah, so the, yeah, he puts the letter away, I guess. He's going to be like, hello? Akara?
And yes, like it takes a moment for her to really speak, so to speak, because it appears that it had been. She's very. You actually see that she's kind of exhausted. Even though part of the deal was to teleport, it appears that a bit more had to go through before she was able to arrive. Sort of like, I'm a bit tired.
It's fine. I can't believe you're actually here. Who's this?
Yes, this is Arosh. He's one of your whoever sent me over here. Confidant, I think. That's what you'd call it.
Toko looks at Arosh and he's like, nice to meet you.
Hello, Sarah. And he sort of he takes like a small bow.
Toko gives he places his palms together and gives a light bow too. Drow, but I'm just gonna say drow bodyguard.
Oh wait. Do you need a picture of this?
Oh, I was just basically writing his I was just writing his name and everything in the.
Because yeah, he's under the MP.
Oh, actually, yeah, thanks. Yeah. I know how to spell his name for real.
Yeah, it's got this very distinctive face.
Sharon Dalan.
Yes.
Sharon Dalan.
Rosh Sharandalan.
Nice. Alright, I got it.
And he's like, yes, the Lord of Revolt has sent me to your to assist to make sure that all of the parties in this deal are to be protected.
Then she's okay?
Yes, though I did run into a bit of trouble.
What's the trouble? And then Toko looks at Akara and he says, also about, you know, our son? What about him? He's here with you.
Akara takes a moment, and she's very silent. And she just sort of pauses for a moment. And she's like, I decided that it's not something it just wasn't right for me to take here.
Toko.
And Rosha just elaborates and says she did not wish for him to arrive.
So he's with your brother then, is he?
Yes, there were a lot of things have happened since I last met you, aside from a few things. It's just I didn't need to escape, you know.
Yeah, things happened to me too that I still not sure I'm fully comfortable with. But he is safe then, at least.
As safe as any of us could be. Let's try to... do you have a place where I can lay down?
Yeah, I have a house. It's really nice. And I have friends. We all live together.
And then you sort of see Rose. She sort of leans over and he says, is there any discrepancies, any security risks that these individuals pose?
I believe there is not any.
You believe there is not any?
I trust these three.
With your life?
Excuse me?
Well, sir, I am bound by life to protect you and the maiden. If anything happens to either of you, I fear what will happen to me. So, pardon me if I'm very...
Toko, well, actually, I guess he wouldn't really be all this surprised, because, yeah, he looks at Arosh and he's like, you know what, Arosh, was it? I have been cursed over and over and over, and I honestly can relate. If that's what your curse is, having to protect us, then it's perfectly fine. You can stay with us too.
Less of a curse, more of an agreement.
Still, it's something you're bound to. And if it means that you would sleep better at night, knowing that the two of us were okay, then I see no reason why you can't stay with us as well. Or stay close.
And he sort of looks around to... Do you have any weapons on you?
We have a
I always have my weapons on me. It makes Toko feel safer.
Yeah, does he see your bow?
My folded one? Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's right there on my back.
You are a hunter, yes?
That's correct.
You hunt the game here.
Yes. It's tradition.
And you see Arosha's eyes light up, and he's like, could you describe some of them to me while we're on the way over?
Toko tilts his...
I want to mention the ghost.
Toko tilts his head yeah, you would think, but I can't meta. Toko tilts his head a little bit, and he shrugs his shoulders and nods. Yeah, of course. I don't see a reason why not.
And yes, and the Roche sort of elaborates, and he's like, yes, I too was a hunter in the old world. I hunted the game of the Underdark.
Oh, dude, you haven't seen nothing.
Underdark.
I hunted in the Underdark. He sees a fucking Brachiodos. The fuck?
He's like, is that some kind of aberration? It must be.
And that's coming
It has
straight
to
for your
be.
face.
Why is everything covered in slime? Why is it exploding?
Why's it exploding?
Yes, yeah, you.
What
I
the
presume
fuck
that you
is
all...
that? He sees the Elder Devil Joe.
Oh, hell
And,
no.
Eventually, Akora sort of tries to come over to you and eventually is just asking. So, why did you, send for me?
Well, Toko blushes a little bit and he scratches his cheek. To be completely honest, then he crosses his arms. It's a little strange to explain. At first, I wasn't really thinking about it. I mean, I did think about you, of course. But bringing you...
Press X it out. She's starting to...
But I wasn't so sure about bringing you over here, especially after I saw how dangerous this new world could possibly be. But I was thinking about sending you some letters, even though I was actually in a coma for a while, so I guess you technically sent one first. But
Yes.
you told me that, well, well, we had a child, and I guess it just wouldn't have been fair if I left that to you by yourself.
I'm not by myself. I have a whole kingdom behind me, you know.
Yeah, I know
I
that.
presume that you just didn't have much. I just wanted to try to brighten your world, so to speak. Maybe
Personal.
it's selfish. But you've done so much here. I can't believe you've somehow met an archmage.
I've done a lot that I believe is accidental on my part, and most of it was actually my friends doing. To be completely honest with you, I've honestly been feeling a little useless. I mean, everybody's just been advancing so much, so fast, and I haven't been. But then something happened to me, and now I think I'm just a little scared of myself.
What happened?
Can we walk and talk?
No, but yeah, we've been walking this whole time.
Oh, okay, great.
Like, you guys have been trying to get to the house.
Awesome. Like I've told Arosh, ever since I've woken up here, I've just been cursed over and over and over, and at some points, I honestly felt like giving up on a few things, like my disposition of the world around me, or maybe the way I treated other people, but this was different. This curse changed me down to my spirit. And I don't mean psychologically, I mean spiritually. Toko points to his eyes, which were previously black, but now they're completely yellow, and you can see the black pupils.
Oh god, I can't believe Toko got Norded.
Oh god.
What happened to you?
This is that curse I was talking about. I was touched by a very powerful and ancient evil that was a nightmare folktale in my lands, and yet I came into contact with something that housed its soul. And after I woke up the next day, I realized that I was changed. I could feel it. I could feel that I wasn't too different, but I was different enough for me to notice. I don't know what my new capabilities are, or if this is going to continue to change me down the line, but it just seems like all good things happen to all of my comrades, and I'm happy for them. Except for me. I shouldn't feel this way, but I do. I want to support them as best I can, but nobody's supporting me. Maybe that's why I brought you over here.
Just had to. It's for you.
I just want my own support. That's it.
I understand.
I'm sorry, Akara.
This is a departure for me. It's good to get away from all of the intrigue. It's just I wasn't expecting all of that to happen at once.
Actually says that I just imagined the house is now on fire.
Don't start with
there's just a ghost. She's like, and Akara just kind of side eyes that, and she's like, okay, I can understand if my castle has ghosts, but this.
Yeah, our house has a ghost in it. She kind of came with the place.
You haven't exorcised it yet?
Well, she's actually a nice ghost. We're actually thinking about trying to bring her back.
Oh, so she's like Uncle Roderick. It's a long story.
That sounds like a long story. No, thank you. Thank you. I'm not sure if anybody's inside, but we can check.
Alright.
Oh, and by the way, her name is Aubrey.
Aubrey. Okay. And then, of course, immediately Aubrey just sort of says, "Who the hell is this?"
This...
remember the rules. You know the rules.
It's
Akara's like, rules, is it? And she sort of turns over to Tuko.
It's a special case, Aubrey. And very complicated.
And Akara is just like... And like she just sort of like points to like a seal that's on her amulet. And Aubrey's just gonna do a history check.
Yes. Yes.
Can you see him come in?
Yeah.
She's got plenty of accolades under her.
That is amazing.
Yeah, she definitely knows what that is, and she's like,
No.
I'll allow it. Just don't be as loud.
Toko.
And Akara is just like, it sort of shifts a bit.
Toko. Toko laughs a little bit and he's like, I promise we won't.
Akara's just sort of, if you can't see it too well, but
yeah, she's taller than me. She's like 6 foot.
Yeah, she's like something in the 6 feet.
Yeah, and I'm just like I'm like about a foot taller than Balasar at the most.
Yeah. And actually, you see that Roshan's actually like 5. It's like 5'7".
God damn, even Orochi's is taller than me.
But Orochi's still taller than you, yeah.
He's taller than Tsunami.
Oh, definitely not. He's like he's like 5'7". I'm saying. Like, he's a good couple of inches shorter than Tsunami. Like at least 6, I think.
I'm 6'2", he's all right.
Yeah, he's at least half a foot shorter than you.
What about Akara? How tall is she?
Akara is like, I believe she's 6 feet.
Yeah, like Toko's like close to 5 even.
Like if Tsunami were to like stand like Tsunami standing like without his armor, you guys would probably see nearly eye to eye.
Okay.
She's fairly tall, very tall actually, for an elf especially.
Mm-hmm.
How did Toko get with that? Just,
God
these
damn.
are
Because Toko's he's a master linguist, that's why.
He's he's a cunning linguist.
Oh,
I
please
knew you. I
don't.
was about to say
Oh
that.
my god.
Please don't.
Motherfucker, I was about to
Never mind, we just went from PG-13 to R.
No, it's fucked up. I had the linguist degree. That's fucked up.
Yes, so now he's the actual linguist. In fact, but I don't think he's ever really been able to survey that with others, unfortunately. Either way,
I talk to other people in different languages.
he's definitely talked to other people.
Alright.
Uh-huh.
Assuming that this is the last day of the 2 weeks off and we all are in the house.
Like, everyone's
Well-
in the house at this point. Akara, I presume, is making, like, she's just sort of sat down and she sort of looks over to Tuko for a moment. She's like, "Can I talk to you in private for a second?" All of this happens. Just a moment.
Toko nods and he's like, of course.
And do you? And she assumes, do you have a room?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
Oh, shut up. That's not what's gonna happen.
And,
And then-
closes the door, and with that, Kara is just like, listen, I got a lot of slack from what happened. Lots of things happened.
Where did you find that?
They were in. Down. They're in like behind the chair, like this
It was a
little
mistake.
area.
Oh,
You All
So,
this was just it happened very fast, and I'm just not sure if what is here is what I meant to do, you know.
so
It feels like I've been ripped out of my own life.
do you... I mean, like I said before, it wasn't fair for me. I admit it, I was being selfish. I heard about what had happened, and then Toko just... He looks dead at her.
Lay down.
If you want to go back, it's perfectly fine.
No, it's not that I really want to stay here. It's just
You're fine.
I'm not sure if I can stay and at least go with all of that.
She needs to go outside.
So you think you can stay here, but not here? And he gestures to the house.
Well, no, not the house. It's just stay with you on this continent. It's just that what I have to do, the position I'm in.
I guess.
Is I'm supposed to be married. That's a bit of a problem if I'm, well, you know.
Yeah, but you said that your betrothed wasn't really exactly what you wished for, but you are a princess, so I guess it does make sense that you do have an image to uphold, even though what happened more than likely shouldn't have happened. But it did happen to Kara, and I'm not trying to force any emotions, not on myself and not on you, because that wouldn't be fair to either of us. Like, only you can decide what you want to do with your life. And only you can decide what you feel like is the right thing that would make you feel comfortable. Even if you're confused about where you are or who you are or what you want to do. Even if this thing we might have, if you don't want that to continue, that doesn't mean That doesn't mean I'm going to stop supporting you, because that's my job. My job is to support anyone that I feel close to.
And you sort of see there's a few tears welling up in her eyes, and she's like, "Thank you."
Toko gets up. It's hilarious. He's 5'2", but he hugs her anyway.
Yeah. And she sort of gets down on one knee a little bit.
It's okay.
She tries her best not to hoist you.
Like, it's perfectly fine. It's okay.
Well then, I mean, I could always try to fake my death.
Oh my
That could
god.
be interesting.
Toko thinks about
I
it.
don't think I'd do that to my family. They weren't terrible, they're just busy.
Fake your death. Well, you said you don't want to do that, right? Because of what it might mean to your family.
Yes, it's...
There's something we might be able to do. It's...
What is it?
Well, the method that was used to bring you here. I can't describe it exactly, but the original method was actually supposed to involve me going to you. But apparently, you were brought to me.
What if they find you? They'll surely... They'll definitely kill you if they find you over
No,
on my side.
I can't go back there, but what I'm saying is, I'm able to go wherever you are, or wherever our son is, and then I can return to wherever I left before. And that's the only way it works. So, if you want to, well, to be fair, it's not like I can see where I'm going before it happens. I didn't even get the chance to really do it yet, but I can take you back to the castle when you feel like you're ready, and then I'll just bring myself back here to the new world. Hopefully, I won't be spotted by anybody.
I can try to help with that, of course. I'm not the most studied mage, but I know a few things.
I know a few things too. My friend, a kobold named Zalsby, he was somebody who helped me a little bit through that curse I was telling you about. And
which one? I saw two.
the one that he's... Okay, do you remember the one that you saw at the party? The tan one with the silver belly? Yeah, that's Balasar. The one I'm talking about is the other kobold, Zalsby.
Oh, I see. Oh, they sent you when you were all at the same party?
We actually met Zalsby here.
Wait, Salisbury.
Zalsby, yeah.
Isn't the warlord?
Warlord? What do you mean, warlord? Tucko laughs a little bit. Come on, he's a soldier. He's not a previous one, but he never said anything about being a warlord. He's a cleric. Uh-oh.
The DM is dead again.
Yep.
Boris?
No.
Boris? Boris!
Da 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 da.
That's what happens every time someone goes down. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do the snake street.
To everybody who goes out?
Everybody.
Trying again. Okay.
They can't stop
Fucking Zalsby is a
Yeah,
warlord.
what?
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 What the fuck? Salisbury.
What have you been keeping from us?
Tsunami's gonna be very hurt if he finds out you are a woman. Not a good one. He's gonna be very hurt.
Oh god, that should have gone in the contract. Toko should be able to see where he dimension doors. He doesn't, look, he can see. Look, he can't see. Wherever Akara or his son is, he can teleport to them, and then he can teleport right back to where he teleported to. From, I mean. But he can't see where that is! Oh, it's such a massive flaw!
Plot holes.
Oh, it is such a massive flaw.
The contract doesn't have to be balanced like that.
Yeah, it does have to be balanced like that. Yes, yes.
And then eventually, and then she's like, "Oh, the loophole to the loophole." And she just sort of, she then kind of she appears to minor illusion like a makeshift of her own room, so to speak.
Huh?
And
Wait a
she,
minute.
Like, she shows you like a visage of what it looks like.
Wait a
You've
minute.
been there before.
Yeah, I have been there before. Wait, this is... Shut up.
You've been there for half a second.
That's your room. Oh.
You can try to use that dimension door right now.
Okay, so, let's see. So Toko is going to hold her hands, and then he's going to focus on the image of her room. And let's say that Toko's dimension door is like, it's not instant transmission, that's how it works. They vanish in like a sphere of red magic.
Yeah, with the sphere of red magicka, you guys go through, and you can tell that the old world smell, like the smell of the air, is kind of a little different. It's less fresh.
Yeah.
And after the red flash officer just goes over, walking out like, "Hey, Toko, have you seen my..."
It's just gone.
Nope. Yeah, he just turns around, puts his hands in the air, and go like, "Nope, not touching it."
Wait, does he walk in when they dimension door?
You dimension the door, sees you disappear.
Oh,
hands
nope.
in the air, go like, "Nope."
Okay.
Nope.
And yeah, you're in the room now. Yeah, Akara just sort of, it appears that there's like a side room. A side room to her room. It appears to be like a part of a passageway. And within this small, narrow area resides what appears to be a crib of sorts.
Toko's speechless. All he got out was that is.
And you sort of see a car nod.
He walks over to the crib, and
She's
looks
sort of
down.
holding her arms to her side. She peeks over. Yeah, you're 5'2", so you're able to just barely.
Yeah, I can barely look over this crib. Wish I had levitating magic, but it's fine.
I wish Togo was up.
No. That's too embarrassing.
Uppies. Uppies.
And he's going to look. He's going to. Okay, I'll man up and say it. He's gonna get on his tiptoes.
He goes tiptoes.
And he leans over and looks down into the crib.
Yes, looking down, it is a. Yeah, it is. It is what. Yeah, it is. It certainly does not look like a drought.
Damn.
Let me just roll for those. Let me roll for the traits that.
Is it gonna be like a Son of the Mask sort of thing where he just switches between Tanuki and Drow?
Like like the boy sneezes and Tanuki. Sneeze again, Drow.
Yes, actually.
Oh.
The plot thickens.
Oh damn.
Let me guess, he also has dark circles around his eyes too.
Well, all
Yes,
Tanuki have those.
Dark circles. Dark circles, although its eyes look a bit more like its mother's.
Oh, that is so beautiful.
Okay.
It's my son. Shut up.
Let me actually roll for that then. Wait, did I already clarify that in the?
Would you clarify what?
Yeah. If I remember from the what she sent. Yeah, I presume that it would be the son. Yes. Because it was clarified.
Yeah, it's a boy.
That, and with that, I presume that both of you eventually sort of talk over all of what has happened, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
And
And
turn back to the rest of the party.
just Toko's holding his boy.
Tuku disappear for a second. I presume that he comes back within 5 minutes.
Hey, Palazar, have you seen Toko? Is there like a faint smell of sulfur in Toko's room?
Well, I don't smell. Oh, it's sulfur and roses. Because remember, he always smells like roses.
Roses.
Always. He's like, Tsunami knows what this is. He's seen this spell before. He's seen it been used. Dimension door.
That dimension door smell.
Fresh, new dimension door smell. You know, like you reuse the same door.
Damn it, buddy.
It's like Monsters Inc.
Oh wow.
Same door that you use.
It's a monk thing.
So Tsunami goes about and he's like, hey, I got some new information on that little problem I'm having.
And I'm assuming you have good news and bad news.
Yeah, my mother was horrifically torn apart by hand by a pirate known as Slim. And turns out he was looking for, as Tsunami pulls out his swords again and puts them together, looking for the Eye of the Storm. But including 4 other eyes. Eye of the Frost, Eye of the Flame, Eye of the Father, and Eye of the Abyss. And he's supposedly in the southern marshes.
Yeah.
He's going to pull out the world map for target tools to find a shortcut for him.
Please?
That is clutch. Oh.
You need to get him a vest.
Uh-oh.
Come here. He's supporting him on vest. And you can come in here while you were doing. There's water bottle. Come on. Cool. Oh my God. Multiple. Are you coming back on today?
As you go further.
Alright, sorry about that, guys. For like a moment, I couldn't hear anything.
Oh, thank you.
They,
I was scared for a second.
That was so weird.
Okay, what do you think would be
Walk down.
I don't want quick, I want sick. Considering how this world is, I'm not gonna risk it.
We're safe. We're gonna have to go from Devik to and then travel past that as a stopping point.
Yes, you could go through the city of Crawfeld and take a passage all the way down and through all of these lakes and getting into the marshes that way.
We could just travel to take a break there and then resupply and then travel there by cart. Because if we go by cart all the way to Cratfield, we'll get there faster. But seeing how the marshes are the name they are, he's assuming it's swampland, so we're gonna have to travel by foot from there.
Yes, carriages will not go through this area. It is very, very hard.
Swamp.
Well, good thing I'm well.
It's
Damn.
good. I'd say.
So he's just gonna go like. So the first thing we're gonna have to do is buy a stable, get some horses and a cart. Then we could just travel the cart the Crayfield.
That's about
our bugs.
Wonder how much that is. Hey, one square when the map. What's one square when the map's all zoomed out like this?
500 square miles.
Oh my god! Damn.
Yeah, we're gonna be.
It's gonna take you
we're
about.
gonna have. Yeah,
It'll
it's gonna take us
about
a
like
while.
3 weeks.
3 weeks?
Across the entire- Oh, 2 weeks.
2
at
weeks?
Fastest.
Oh.
2 weeks if you guys stall.
So if we did have horses or whatever, or whatever to carry us, 2 weeks.
Yeah, if you guys had horses or yeah, it would take you about 2 weeks to get it.
Oh wow.
This
Okay.
would also bring you closer to the deserts.
Okay, so
That's
what I'm
right.
thinking is, if we do travel to Crepfield, we can have like a 2-party thing where your cousin can come with us, and they can take the cart back to Depik, and we can just travel with the 4 of us back.
I guess we could do something like that.
Desert.
What I want to know is balance. We need quick balance.
Well, he's just gonna roll his knowledge in nature to see if there's anything faster than the good old horsies.
I wish.
Because I know I want us to.
A shame Tucko wasn't
I'm
there.
going to use luck because we're.
Damn.
Well, either way, I presume that, yeah, you could sort of think your way through, and you're reminded back to a time when Ron sort of called in those creatures to sort of lift you guys over. It could be used in short distance bursts, but you're not sure if you could use it the entire way.
We can use those flying creatures that
Oh,
Ron
these
used,
flying
but
A while back.
I don't think they can fly us all the way there. That's
But wait, they were able
Problem.
to fly safely to Evil Strike.
they can move fast in short bursts with the looks of what they can do, but just on like all the way to Crutfield, we would have again once we hit back, and I'm pretty sure they're more like a one-time fly out with quick bursts.
Well, hold on. They were able to fly us to Evil Strike from the caves. I don't
Yes,
think.
but that was. Remember that most of you guys were like either blacked out or you guys were fairly.
No. Tsunami's taking it full account. He's like, from the caves to Evil Strike. That must have taken a while. I understand that must have taken a while, but he was there. So
Yes,
we may have to try.
we do have two. I have to get in contact with. Seeing how he's busy right now with after what happened. I seriously doubt we're gonna get any information unless he's gonna guide you straight to the. He's just gonna ask like the others who, like the medium ranking, what the fuck were and how to use them.
You know what? Actually, we could. You know what? Instead of us going in, we can use someone in Craven. So, I mean, I'm the guild master at Devik. Of the guild in Devik.
Yes.
So maybe I could pass along a note to Crefeld, they can send someone to the mournful marshes to try to.
He's just going to like work because I'm assuming Bowser's the one who does the paperwork.
No, Tsunami does paperwork. He can do it.
Well, yeah, but
Isn't Zalsby in love with paperwork?
Oh no, isn't he? I think it's the opposite. Isn't
Oh, he's traumatized about paperwork.
Yes.
Somewhere in the distance, you hear Zalsby sneeze.
Oh.
and someone was talking about paperwork.
Speaking of which, does Zalsby have a gun lance?
So much.
Yes, he has a gun lance. Yes.
Okay, I was just wondering if he ever picked it up. Okay. Alright, well.
Thinking.
I As you guys are talking, Zalsby enters the building. As of right now, he's actually not wearing his normal. He's not wearing his normal cleric clothes. He's wearing lighter clothes, like just regular old rags, and he's like walking right past you guys, going into the training room.
Hey, Zalsby, before you go in there.
Yes.
How you been, man?
I've been doing a lot of studying as of late. A lot of studying in the Necronomicon. Whew! Yeah.
Oh! What?
So for that, history on that. Actually.
The cleric is studying from the Necronomicon.
19.
I would-
Bowser's
Oh,
just like.
he let something from his past slip.
That Freudian slip, though.
He let something from his past slip.
Yeah, Bowser just pulls out the superior beat stick like. Do I have to smack your ass?
Because you know that Necronomicon is a. There are very few of them. There are special writs about the study of very dark magics.
Yeah.
Really of the non-divine variety.
Yeah, Bowser's just smacking the superior beat stick like a roar to hell where the teacher is pissed.
Oh yeah, but also.
Dude,
as
about the beats of my ass song.
Zalsby.
Wait,
You're
what?
not talking.
It looked like I need to clear some things up with you guys, don't I?
Hey,
Yeah, no shit.
Cute though.
Necronomicon.
The
Don't you
Necronomicon does, right?
The Necronomicon is a very dangerous book. A book that I did lose.
don't read it or you'll get free buck.
So, you're telling me...
I actually did mean to say Monster Nomicon, which is something I was actually reading. But the Necronomicon is something that I'm very familiar with.
So you're telling me you have one of the most powerful dark books in creation.
I don't have it. I've memorized it.
What? You memorized it.
You see, before I changed my god to go to the war, because in the kobold religion, you must believe in the certain gods in order to get certain powers.
Tiamat is one of them, right?
Tiamat was my original god. I'm still connected to him to this day. You don't ever lose connection with your gods as a cleric. But since I changed to Zalriel, trying to turn a new leaf, I keep seeing myself going back to those dark days when I would raise the dead, when I would use the dead to fight in the wars. They'd call me Zalsby. Zalsby, the Dark Warlord.
Leo.
Oh, Jesus.
The innocent people that I killed wasn't a mistake.
Leonardo.
There were people that I needed to appease Tiamat with.
Just puts his hands together and just goes like, taking a deep breath.
Yeah, so nothing is the same. Okay, that is a lot of information.
He just goes like, so you have memorized a book so powerful that every god in creation wants it gone.
Indeed. The thing is, Zariel has not banished me yet. For some reason, his lust for knowledge is also curious. Or perhaps he's only waiting in his wings to smite me down. There are times that the cold bitterness of Tiamat surrounds me. For whatever reason, I know it sounds strange, but I miss it. But I don't want to be that. I don't want to be that anymore. When I saw the ghost here, I thought of dark things. I thought of not bringing her back in the way she wanted. I truly thought of bringing her back as a zombie. Bringing her back as an undead. You now understand why I was not part of the Second Chance program? Do you understand why me and my men were sent here to die? Because we deserved it. And rightfully so.
But Salisbury, you've changed. What we've seen, you're a changed man. You're okay, my book. The past is the past. You've changed for the better.
That's not up to you to decide. That's up to my new god. That's up to my new god to decide. Zariel. Through him, I hope to atone. I hope to change my ways.
Yeah, I respect that. But it's up to me to make a judgment for myself on whether or not I trust you. If you saved us back there, whenever we were being mauled by the Jackie, you saved us. Do I trust you?
Do you ever ask yourself why?
No. I never asked why.
Do you really want to... Are you really ready for the truth, though? Why I saved you?
Lay it on me.
For a moment, I thought you were my men. My men use similar powers. And whenever I got to closer examination, you were not. I had to play along.
Yes,
But the sickness that I had overtook me.
Yeah.
I talked to Tiamat. I talked to Tiamat the entire time I was passed out. I did not feel Zariel's light. I only felt Tiamat's darkness.
Salisbury, even though you saved us because you don't know,
Hey, Jesse, did the beef all fit in the fridge?
you decided to stick with us after. And that's what really matters. You didn't just leave. You decided to stick with us.
I stuck with you because I truly want to appease Zariel. Praying to and honoring Tiamat may never be undone. But for whatever reason, Zariel seems like he wants something from me. Like he needs me to do something. And every time I try to come in contact with him, all I see is this familiar, the three-eyed raven. And that's it. No message. No words. Just as familiar.
Can Tsunami roll a religion check to see what this could mean? Like if this is like an omen? Advice?
Come again?
Can I roll like a religion check to see if seeing a familiar is like an omen, Zariel or something like that, to see what it means?
I'll have you roll religion for that one.
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
Yeah.
16.
The 16 religion. You know that familiars are sometimes sent by higher beings in an attempt to communicate ideas to others. And that usually this is sort of an main quest for a particular deity. You remember that your father once spoke a time when he was given a familiar to go on a quest to find artifacts for the sake of his god.
Tsunami ponders it for a bit. Whoa, hold on. Sounds to me. I think
Yes.
I think the communication you're thinking of is more like talking and stuff like that. Sometimes, whenever gods send their familiars, it's not really a way of. They don't talk. What they do is that whenever they send their familiar, it's usually to go on a quest to find something. It happened to my father. He was sent a familiar, and he had to go on a quest to find something. I don't know what it is, but
You see, this is something that I'm very not used to. Tiamat was direct. He spoke to me. He told me exactly what he needed, exactly what he wanted, and I abided by it.
well, guess what?
Are you familiar? Are you familiar with clerics' domains?
Am I?
There's
Can
no.
I- You have to roll something for that?
No, you understand what domains
Okay.
are.
Alright.
I used to be part. I used to take part in what was called the Death Domain.
I kind of figured you had a Necronomicon. Not a lot of other domains deal with you.
You see, I was also trying to. How can I say this? I was trying to learn my way into also becoming a wizard. As much as I don't exactly like them, I know that wizards have much more power over necromancy than most clerics do. You see, even Death Domain clerics don't have this.
Just wanted to clarify. You guys are still in front of the training, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
And where's the training in respect to your area, like your house?
I would assume that it's where the back like near like a back porch kind of thing, like near the back of the house.
Well, let me just roll something real quick.
Oh, no.
Yeah, but also was just thinking to myself, like, why are the idiots talking in public?
Yeah,
No, we're talking in the trading.
Yeah, but guess what? The training room is technically an outside area.
it's an outside area.
I always thought it'd be kind of like a sunroom. That's what I always thought the trading room
Yeah,
was.
well, even with a sunroof, guess what? You're still technically outside with everyone to hear it.
And yeah, you are close enough to the house that unfortunately, yeah, you weren't trying to mask your speech at all either.
No, I was being as open as I could.
Yeah, being open. Yeah, you sort of see like in the corner of your eyes a ephemeral figure just shaking her head. You presume that Aubrey just heard all of that.
Hey,
You
Aubrey.
see, this is why I even chose the place to talk to you. There is at least one message that I know, not necessarily from Zariel himself, but from his studies, from his holy book. Honesty. Honesty will set you free. Honesty will give you a message. And I've been honest as much as I could. But like I said, the only message that I get is the three-eyed raven.
Now listen, a familiar means you're gonna be sent off on a quest. That's what that
Yes,
means.
but it's so cryptic. How am I supposed to know what the three-eyed raven means?
Oh, you know what? We can look it up together. Now, I heard that you said you studied some other things earlier besides the Monsternomicon. I want to know. Tsunami, pulls out the note that has the list of the eyes on it. Did you come across any information on any of these subjects? And
No.
Nothing at all.
Nothing. I was actually studying on how to fight these monsters. I'm very used to fighting armies and men, not monsters. I was studying that, and to be honest, I was actually thinking of bring her back to life in a true way. I found out that there's a sacred pond that could even bring spirits. The only stipulation, they start out at a very young youth. It's the only thing that I could find.
How young are we talking? Are we talking? Like a baby?
Bringing back people from the dead would be very easy for me. It would tempt me too far. And I was truthful about resurrection, changing people. I just wanted to let you know. And I apologize for everything that I've been putting you through. Through me just being absolutely useless in the cave. Being nothing more than being absolutely useless in the cave too.
Hey, we made it.
Just dumping all of this information on you.
Alright, at this point, Bowser just quickly bonks the buffalo on the head. Like, not hard, but like tapping on the forehead with the back of the meat stick, like, boop, boop. I go like, alright, you two, if you're done being all mournful, we spent literally, like, he just points to the sky, and it's probably like noonish. I'm focusing on this. As much as I would love to help Abiel, you have to take care of something first. Zelsby, you've information on this world because of your on the monsters. What do you know of monsters that reside in marshes or swamp areas?
Yeah, that's a pretty good question.
He thumbs through the Monster Nomicon, and he points to a page. There are many monsters that live in there are many monsters, large and small, that live in these marshes.
Yeah, he's just gonna specify like any monsters that would be incredibly hostile and predatorial, especially territorial.
What would I be rolling to get that? Vice? Row.
Horse.
Bye!
Yes, I'm back. Anyway.
Okay, Vice. I need to. I'm trying to roll on all the studies that have been for the Monster Nomicon.
Mm-hmm.
Of any monsters that are going to be hostile against us.
Alright, so you go through the sea wyverns, correct?
Yes.
Alright. Of the creatures that dwell in the sea, the Lagaicrus is probably your largest threat. These are creatures that are known to take down entire ships and small fishing villages.
Oh, no, we're not talking about the sea, we're talking about the marshes.
No, even in the marshes, this creature...
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Tsunami was I killed that thing. That's what my swords are made of. I killed that thing.
So perhaps not as much of a problem, but there are also... You also do see a Naharala, which is a beast, a very serpentine-like beast that also dwells near rivers. It is known for its yellow plates on its back, as well as its stealth ambush tactics.
So I relay that information to everyone and show them where in the book where it is. I also say to everyone, I've read this book only 400 times. I need at least to have it memorized. That's been my specialty. To memorize information and to use them. And if the time comes where I have to use my knowledge of the Necronomicon, forgive me if I do use it.
And just if you do it, use it on unwilling souls. If you do, I will tell you and make you do paperwork for the rest of your life.
Zalsby smiles. This is why you're the leader. To be honest, you'd be a greater commander than I ever was.
Oh, trust me, I am not fit to be a commander because of one simple thing.
Most commanders are. Look at me.
Well then, so do you guys embark? But make sure that you do check in with the guild. Make sure all of your wonderful attendants and retainers are still able to hunt on your behalf. Do you send
Oh
that?
yes.
Oh yeah, we're sending them out.
Go back to the guild. Let's go back.
All right. Yeah, you know there's quite a few of these fellows. Do you have your? You can send.
I got a question. Would my guild title now be a guild master instead of Aaron?
Yes, you are the guild master.
Oh,
Where did you pull these out of?
And Arosh is. Yeah, and Arosh is just like so. And yeah, like Arosh is just sort of. He's outside. He was outside of the door waiting for Tuco to come back. And yes, you actually see that there are a few. At like the waiting table is Pencasis. Pencasis is this gnome lady, and she's sort of like the. She's not the secretary, but she's more of a researcher. But she usually mans the main office. And she's like, "Oh, welcome, welcome."
How's it going? We're gonna be going on an expedition tomorrow. Do we have any hunters that can handle business while we're away?
Yes, we do have Janet Ashglade. She's a bit of a newer recruit, but she could definitely help.
How good is her skills? I mean, seriously, there are some people that are veterans of combat that just become new hunters.
Yes, she's a bit younger, I'd say. I think and she goes, look, she swipes the papers. Yeah, fresh out of appears to be her former bits. She does have a bit of a track record, though. She's not as high of a rank as any of you, but she's of the 3rd rank, so she's still able to hold her up.
Send her on the easy.
Bowser
Send her on an easy one.
Bowser just goes like handing the map they made from the first cave and handing it to you like, why don't we set her here?
Mr. Dobby takes the map, he looks at it, hands it to her. Send her. Don't send her by herself. Send her with the crew.
And and then of course, and then she's like, of course. You want to make sure to see her, of course. And eventually, just as you said that, you actually see Ashglade enter.
Hey, how's it going? How's it going, new blood? You're gonna be going on an expedition.
It has been a while since I've done that. Yeah, excuse me if I'm a bit aloof. It's just been a very long time that I've been able to do something. I'm a bit anxious, and you can actually see as like you sort of get closer. She's got this. It appears that she has a bit of this like from her face, you can see a bit of rosacea. She's a bit of this. She's actually fairly short. Tuco, for the once, you actually see a human female that's shorter than.
Wait, when did I get back?
Yeah, I presume that you got back after.
Oh, okay. You just didn't. You just didn't. Okay.
Yes, but you are officially back.
Yeah.
And, she's standing at around like 4'11", so like to Tsunami, like, she's just this wee small.
So, listen, Eddie kind of like kneels down a bit. Okay.
And yeah, she pushes you back up. No, we don't do that around here.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
very
that's insulting.
That is disrespectful.
It's most disrespectful.
That is very disrespectful.
Zalsby walks up to her, gives her a little salute.
She salutes it back.
Alright, so Bowser will walk up
I need
next
you to
and...
do me. I need you to do me a very big favor. I show her my my insignia that I had in battle.
Yeah.
If you see any men, living or dead, in that cave with this insignia, tell me about it. And if you see them dead, bury them in rocks. And
Yes, sir.
Make sure you pray to whatever god to make their souls go to rest.
Also, new blood. Bring 3 other people. bring experienced hunters. All right.
Yeah, Bowser
And then,
will
like-
just yeah.
and then
he'll
like you
just
sort of see like
explain-
a Roche sort of you see a Roche. He's just sort of like.
Toko's gonna look over them. Does any of them use a bow?
Yeah. Bowser just goes like, look,
does that
we're sending you to this cave. He just points to the map that Tsunami has,
Mhm.
and he just explains what they found in the cave. It just goes like, your job will be not only hunt any remaining nasty things like that, but to also point out blankly say that there was an elder dojo. Like, we want you to make sure that that thing is very far away from the town as possible. Track it or hunt it. We ask you to just make sure that the tracks are as far away from Devik as possible.
Tsunami
And
gives
confirm.
Yes.
Balazar that look like, Mom, I can do this by myself.
Well, the fledgling hunters are still here, right? We're talking to them right now.
Oh yeah, and like yeah, you've got Jenna. She has like and she's like, no need. I've already have the two, and from them you actually do see a fellow, and he introduced himself as Abias, and he's just he's not he's a bit older than her from what you can see. He's toting a very very large sword.
But none of them use bows or crossbows, huh?
But you do
I
see
go
that.
I go up to
And
the. I
she
go-
simply.
uh,
And she simply just sort of, yeah. Did you ask like whether or not any of them use bows?
Yes, I did.
And then she sort of says like, no need, and she just like snaps her fingers, and you see, like she's able to conjure flames.
Oh, well, Toko thinks back to his scroll of flame arrows that he still has that is completely unneeded for him anymore. I will keep it.
Zalsby walks up to the guy wielding the giant sword. You know, you never fought in a cave before, have you?
No, not at all.
Well, those big weapons are
I was
pretty
saying,
hard
I
to
know
swing
that.
around.
I'm pretty sure that's your preferred weapon, is it not?
Yes. Same one my father.
Do you have a shorter blade? Because in those caves, your sword will ricochet off the walls before they hit their target.
Well, I could look into it.
Tsunami gives the man 1,000 gold. He's like, buy yourself a short sword or a dagger.
No, a short sword's better.
Short sword, but just buy something where you guys fight in a cave. And he gives him the 1,000.
And Bowser will hand them a potion of demon and potion of surgery.
And Toko will hand them a scroll of elemental weapon.
Well, thank you very much. And
Just,
Ashkley, it's like yes.
one last thing. Make sure you remind them about the creatures. Make sure if you see any of them, kill them on sight.
All of them.
Make,
Burn them too.
use that
Burn
scroll.
them.
Make sure you use that scroll of elemental weapon. I haven't used it, but I'm pretty sure it's useful.
Oh, dude, our character elemental weapon is like the good shit.
Yeah, I know. I'm glad. Yeah, you gave it. You gave me all these scrolls that I still haven't used.
And yes, Ashklade's like, yes. Thank you, Harold.
Okay.
So,
you guys,
with that,
you guys,
they
you
gave
guys-
him-
One last thing, Zalsby says, stick by your teammates. You guys should be just fine.
Alright, so, you guys be on your way. Good luck, and stay safe out there.
Yeah, and yeah, just before we leave Tuco, Janet sort of gives you like this very resting bitch face look, as like a singular eye turns yellow for like a split second before returning to her typical gray.
Toko points to her.
What's the matter, Toko?
She's already gone.
So, do we have anyone else we could send out? Because we could send out people to the spider cave to deal with spire bullshit.
Yeah, like just in case to see like there's no colonies of Nershilla coming around.
There's
a few in that.
I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure there's more of Zalsby's men in the spider cave as well.
Yes, and there are going to be some.
I'm glad we sent someone else to do that shit. So,
If we're sending other people, wait, how far? Okay, we're in the guild hall. So how far away are the blacksmiths actually? How far away is Raviel?
Yeah, Raviel is quick. Like he's right across.
Right across, great, because I've been trying to get some new clothes from these monster parts.
Alright.
I wonder if he could tailor something for me. Not armor, because I'm a monk and I can't do it, but getting
robes.
Yeah, something like... You remember what the... Okay, Vice, specifically. Do you remember what... In Monster Hunter World, you remember what the Brigade armor looks like?
Okay, so you want something like that.
Specifically something like the coil, and like the coil, some shorts, and I guess a vest.
Okay.
Like the Brigade coil is pretty awesome, so yeah.
Coil of vest and some armor. Okay, got it. Yeah, do you go to Raviel?
Yeah, because, you know, monster parts, Wyverian.
And Raviel is like, I see you met Janet, yes?
Telko's gonna whisper, is she, you know, with us?
Yes, she's... please don't mind her. She takes this very seriously. You see, she was born with it. Born with the curse, so to speak.
You can be... Wait, did you tell me you could be born with it?
Yes, it was something that I said about, and some of them are born with the ability, and sometimes some of them dedicate their lives, and she's one of them.
Maybe I can get her to train me a bit.
She wanted so desperately to be the Herald.
Wait, is she mad at me?
Well, not mad at you, it's just mad at fate.
Maybe I shouldn't interact with her so often.
No. I think you should probably talk to her to make sure that she's fine.
Okay.
That can weigh heavily.
Then
Either way,
I'll make sure to do that.
What did you need?
He reaches into his backpack. I've been carrying some of these monster parts around for a while, and I was wondering if you could make me some light clothing out of them. I can't.
Cloth and everything.
I can't properly wear armor. It kind of gets in the way of my martial arts.
So something form-fitting, light.
Yes.
I have just the thing. Yeah, he sort of shows you a bit, and he actually shows you instead something less that's armor, but yeah. What do you have? What monster parts do you have with you right now?
Okay, I have 2 Plesioth scales, 2 Plesioth webbings, 9 Jaggy claws, 1 Jaggy pelt, 2 Jaggy scales.
Alright, so yeah, he gets you like he tries to show you some of the Jaggy bits, but it appears to be like a more minimalistic robe of it.
Okay. And these are from the Jaggy parts?
Yes, this is what I can make for you.
Well, Togo looks down at the clothes that he's wearing. I'll most definitely take it. I think a new change of appearance is what I need right now.
All right, and yeah, he quickly like sets it up for you. Make sure that you've got what's needed to pull it off, and yeah, it gives you the robes. I'll send you the stats for it.
Okay, great. So, do I get rid of all the Jaggy materials that I had?
Yes, you do. All of it.
Alright. Bye-bye, everything. I guess the Plesioth stuff would be used another day. Alright, let me... I wonder how much this ballista shot is worth.
He takes a look at the ballista and he's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, this is ancient work.
Mm-hmm.
I could give you a good 5 platinum pieces for it."
Oh, I'll take that. Thank you.
And he's just like, this thing should be jail. He like he inspects the craftsmanship meticulously. And I presume that after this, you guys are gonna set off.
Yep.
Yeah.
Your sick robes, everything's
Yeah.
nice and tidy.
Sick robes, dude.
Taco has to look like a monster hunter.
Yeah.
Jackie.
A lot of you eventually head out to Devik and back out again. So yeah, Devik was here, and you're going to Crofeld.
As we're going in that direction, I get Toko's attention.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever find a way to talk to your wife or girlfriend? I'm not sure which it is. I'm sorry. Should probably keep up with those things a little bit better.
Taco smiles. Yeah, I did, and we're doing perfectly fine now. Seeing her is exactly what I needed.
Her?
Oh.
How did you get to see her?
Oh, well, she came here, and we talked, and then, I kind of took us back to the New World for a little while.
Huh. You must know some sort of spell to travel that kind of distance.
I know the spell that I use, but it's technically not my power. It's the same situation as... Yeah.
What do you... Is it her power? What do you mean?
Think of it as like a force. Think of it as like a... Then Toko thinks back to how warlocks work. You know about how warlocks make pacts and stuff?
I'm going to roll a Constitution save. Hold on. Stand by.
Please stand by.
Come on, computer.
Zelsby.exe is not responding.
It said Constitution. There it is. Wow. Okay, that's a high one.
Wow.
You see Zalsby kind of wince a little bit when you say the word warlock. And he kind of shakes his head a little bit. Yeah, I know what you mean. I know exactly how warlocks work.
Toko is... Well, first he's going to finish his explanation. Well, it's something like that. Somebody else gave me the ability to see her, or more like teleport wherever she is, or wherever our son is, and then I'm able to teleport back to the previous location. Thing is, I can't see where I go, so they could be on a ship, and I wouldn't know that until I got there. Do you have a problem with warlocks?
Let's just say, I'll fill you in on absolutely. And I go, and on the rest of our trip there, I'm going to go ahead and regale him about all the things that Zalsby has been holding back.
Toko's going to look at him in surprise, but it mellows out very fast. And then he's going to say, Zalsby, for these past 2 weeks, I didn't really explain to you why I wanted your opinion on how you saw magic. Remember when I asked you about the whole cleric divinity thing and all of that?
I do, yes.
There was actually a second reason for it. Something else happened to me after the whole phylactery incident, and guess I've just been too afraid of myself to really come clean about it. But
Well, what do you mean? Did you get possessed or
no,
what happened?
no, it's related to. You've noticed that my eyes are different, right?
Yes, I just thought that you might have learned some prestidigitation and you thought it was cool. To be honest.
I know what that spell is, but I don't have it. No, this is the after effects of that. I was, and Toko takes a deep breath and he decides to just exhale. I gained new powers.
From who?
From, Nakarkos? Yeah.
Religion check. Religion check. Everybody loves a religion check. I like religion checks, and you like religion checks, but it does.
Oh, why did you roll so high?
Apparently, Roll20 loves religion checks. What does poor little Zalsby know about this?
About Lord Nakarkos. You don't know too much, actually. Even despite knowing extensive amounts of religion, you find that the name Nakarkos, you've only really heard about Nakarkos through very dark means. He is mentioned once or twice in the
Oh yeah, and
Necronomicon.
Toko did explain before. In episode, what's this? What episode is
You
this?
presume that it is a very much.
Yeah.
He wasn't one of the authors, but he was certainly mentioned as a notable,
A notable person
well
in the
of necromantic spells, so to speak.
Yeah.
A lot of dark powers.
Zalsby kind of perks up and says,
So, because I
Here's my thing. I don't know if this is a good thing or if this is a bad thing, but I do know that Nakarkos, even though what's mentioned in the Necronomicon, I don't know exactly what that means, but
yeah, I guess.
all I can say is be careful. Be careful with this power.
You don't hate me because I'm now
Listen,
a warlock?
As someone that used to pray to Tiamat, I don't hate very many people because they choose evil, because they choose power. It's understandable. We all have weakness at times. Sometimes through that weakness, you gotta find our true strength. This is why I choose Zariel over Tiamat. I know as a kobold, Tiamat is truly a god that most kobolds believe in. Maybe even some believe in Bahamut. But I choose Zariel because he, in the scriptures, he too has a zeal and a lust for knowledge. I just hope one day that I'll truly know what he's asking for. That I'll truly crack the code on what this vision of the three-eyed raven really means.
I hope you do that, and I hope I can use whatever new power I have the way that you just described.
As long as you use it for good, that's the only thing that it can become of it.
Tucko smiles at him. Look, I'm the support of this team. Whatever we come across, I'll make sure I use it to help the three of you win. That's my job. And that's always going to be my job.
Did the DM die again?
Maybe.
Vice.
Yeah.
I'm in your house.
No, I'm
Wishful.
sorry. I'm just making
Oh
sure.
no,
that you
he's
guys-
measuring distance. He's measuring distance. He's going the distance. He's going for speed.
Yes. What do you need of me? I've just been making sure that you guys get your RP fills in. You know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, then let's do some more RP fills.
Yes, I mean.
Yeah, I just.
To be honest, I'm
not in a
really
bad
not.
way.
To be honest,
Just
I'm
saying
not used to this amount of. To be honest, I'm not used to this amount of RPing. So yes,
Yeah.
let's continue. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so
it's just.
so Tucko's confiding in you because you're the one out of the three of you that he knows he can talk to about being a warlock. Because, you know, whole divinity and everything.
Yeah, you guys have a real long trek ahead of you, so you guys can talk all sorts about
So
confiding in each other.
as I finish my conversation with Toko, I turn to Balazar, and I go, you know, for a warlock, you sure do know how to hold your own in battle. Where did you learn how to fight like that?
Oh, well, thing is, this whole warlock thing happened after I touched that phylactery.
I was trying to talk to Balazar. I'm sorry.
Oh well,
Oh,
I need you to
well.
roll that
Balazar is not-
con save, boy, because he's mentioned phylactery.
You know, wait, they have to con save after me mentioning that?
Gotta make some con saves.
Oh, you rolled a. Actually, no, that's a 15.
Okay, 15.
So wait,
Not
does
to mention
everyone-
Bowser is not a warlock, he's a sorcerer.
He's a sorcerer, boys.
That's what.
Yeah.
Call them a
Man,
warlock.
I'm really
Yeah, you called him a
screwed
warlock.
up today.
It's okay. Maybe it's just a Balazar. Do correct him when he says
Yeah,
this.
Bowser just goes like, I'm a sorcerer, not a warlock. My magic.
Sorry,
is
I
technically-
had warlocks on the mind.
And for your information, so I kind of sort of had to take on the fly.
Tucko's.
Well, I'm not
Tucko
talking about
smile
your
said.
magic. I'm actually not talking about your magic. I'm talking about your physical prowess. You move, you move so freely with that stick. Actually,
He just goes like, yeah, that's because like stabs were basically my first arcane focus.
interesting.
A while ago, and learning how to steal doesn't exactly up your chance. Doesn't exactly make a lot
Well,
a lot slower.
no, but
But that's behind.
I mean, after you got that glaive, you got better.
Just goes like, yeah, I can still cast magic with this, and seeing how I can do a lot more than what I thought. I'm gonna have to practice with this now because I never worked with a whole arm like this.
Talking about practicing, didn't exactly get a lot of practice in with my. I'm sorry. What do the locals call this? A gun lance?
Yeah.
Didn't
You just
exactly
don't like-
get a lot of practice in with this.
Wait, do you guys want to see something cool? He just pulls out the daggers.
Hey,
Wow.
you used those oars, didn't you?
Yeah.
I'm glad.
These things can make me climb on walls. They're that sharp.
You can climb with those?
That's actually incredible. That
This
is
is a
very.
lot of. By the way, I did test it, and surprisingly enough, I managed to hit a fly with these things.
You
A
were able to kind of
fly.
Wow.
No way.
That's That's truly incredible.
Sure. I think he made these things a lot lighter. By the way, I also got this. He shows them the besting gun. Apparently, there are special ammo. And I did manage to get like of a special kind of ammo that I got.
I'm glad you met. Oh, that's the new weapon, right?
Yes, it is.
I'm glad you made use of that stinger then.
You know, back in the old world, didn't see much of guns. I always thought that they were the much better weapon than swords and shields. But what do I know? We didn't exactly use sword and shields in any of our battles.
Tucko smiles at him, and now you have a mix of a sword, shield, gun.
Exactly. That's why it's so odd to me. It's like a sword and a shield and a gun all at once. It's foreign beyond belief.
But isn't it so cool?
It is.
Tells me you while we're trekking during our rest and stuff like that, we can practice, you and me.
Sounds like a good plan. It sounds like a good plan, Tsunami.
Speaking of practice.
Oh boy. I mean, on your first departure, you have about 460 miles to cover before you reach the river basin, so
that's cool.
You guys eventually rest.
Cool. Speaking of practice, Balasar, I may not carry one, but I'm proficient with the polearm. I can teach you how to use that glaive thing.
Yeah, that might be a good idea.
So Tucko's gonna find a stick that's a little taller than he is, and he's gonna just break it off and use that.
It shouldn't be hard. Finding one taller than him.
He's like, all of us who practice the way of the spirits use these to train.
Alright, so I'm guessing this is all gonna be based off of dexterity.
And during this one. Oh no, it's not.
14, yeah.
Great.
I'll take that 14, please.
14.
Fucking shit.
I ain't touching the low rolls below 10. No, not that with a raw end of a dildo.
Uh-oh. Rated MA.
There we go, children.
There we go, children. There you go. I thought Jimmy hit it, but no. It was Guardian.
I'd like to, let's see what I can do.
Wait,
What can the
Zalsby. Oh, what?
Yeah.
I was about to say, what kind of training are you doing? Is it like physical, hand to hand?
Yeah.
I'm trying to get used to my. I'm trying to get.
Get used to this.
Alright. So
Okay,
you guys
great.
are scoring,
Tsunami
right?
has set up some targets. Tsunami has set up 7 for Zalsby.
We're basically getting comfortable with our...
Yeah, I'm helping Balasar learn how to use that insect glaive, and Tsunami's helping Zalsby learn how to use the gun lance.
Zalsby helping Zalsby? You mean Tsunami's helping?
I mean, Tsunami's helping Zalsby. Shit.
I'm spreading my Freudian slips. Oh, God.
Damn it! Stop. Okay. Pretty soon, Tucko's gonna be like, I'm a paladin. What? Warlock.
Let me
Alright.
just...
So yes, Warlock.
Training session.
Oh, I love it.
Soul Calibur.
Absolutely. Now then.
Fuck yeah.
Alright,
Four swords forged in war. Do something about anime.
Hey, fuck
a
off.
tale of souls and sword.
A tale of.
Okay, but either way, let's do this. I need you guys to roll con saves, both of you.
Con saves.
Wait,
I know you want it. I know you want it.
Wait, are you asking me?
No, both
Yes.
of. Oh,
Oh, that's an
I
11.
assume that all of you guys are in.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. Where the hell is my thing?
They use
Oh
luck.
man, that's an 11. Despite the fact that I have.
Damn.
Motherfucker.
Okay,
Oof.
let me roll my con. 18.
I've seen that.
Wow. Way to go, Toke.
So yeah, Toko, clearly the absolute regiment beast that he is, he trains for 9 hours.
God. Well, I'm used to it.
Yeah, he's used to it. He's a monk.
Yeah, he's a monk. He's a monk. He's a chain for a long time.
Clearly, like he's got you guys beat in terms of just sheer endurance, but yeah. Bellasaur's not doing so good. Yeah, he goes about a good. Let's see, that would be a good 3.5 hours of training.
Yeah, that's pretty good for
And you
him.
can tell that Bellasaur he's a bit grueled. I think it's less about the physical, but it's more about what it kind of reminds him of certain things that aren't so wholesome, and that's what he goes to. Because it's like the same sort of taxing feeling on his body.
Bellasaur, you need a
Those
massage.
after the 3 hours.
Bellasaur, you need a massage.
Okay.
You need a massage, Bellasaur.
Just looks at you like, are you hitting on me?
Not now.
No.
What? He's being honest.
Alright, the heft of your weapon, Zalsby, your weapon is quite heavy, so you're not quite up to your typical par. So you go about 5.5 hours though.
Sorry, let's see how we're doing training montage.
Yeah,
We're gonna have
just
to
a good
get
old training
music for it.
montage. Do any of you want to actually like go in head to head
Oh, like a sparring match?
Oh man.
sparring match?
Oh man. Zalsby promised Tsunami that he would spar with him, so he's gonna.
All right,
He's gonna be
both of
doing
you roll
it.
initiative. Let's do that.
Oh God!
Let's do this. Let's do this.
Oh no!
Tsunami
Sorry.
made the
I'm
best
sorry.
man.
Damn.
Made the best man fight. They
Sorry.
made the best man win.
All right.
Yep.
Look at the initiative. Oh my god. The song.
Wait.
The song.
Oh god.
Wait, can I roll for massage on Bellasaur?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, you can. Real nice. Choco's got magic.
He's got the massage thing.
And the touch is playing in the background.
The touch is playing in the background too. Let me put that in order. Give me a second. I gotta
Roll for massage.
Bellasaur is gonna feel like a new man when he gets up.
feels
Oh
like
man. Toko, your relationship with Bellasaur is getting
It's getting plus ultra. Plus ultra.
Ultra, what the fuck?
it's truly wonderful what this this represents.
No homo.
No homo, obviously.
Yeah, this is legit. This is
Massage, you know?
this is legit platonic right now.
Dudes can massage other dudes. It's all good, you know. It's all good.
You know,
This is fully
a
platonic.
bisexual man and a pansexual man getting a massage from a pansexual man. You know,
It's
nothing's wrong
not.
with that.
Nothing wrong with it.
You know, just giving the right touch.
It's just the right touch, man. It's a good kind of touch.
You got the power. You got the touch.
Alright,
Well,
let's
the
do
people,
this shit.
sure hope you liked our campaign. This is the tippy top. This is as good as it gets.
You know,
I wouldn't say that. That's not. Alright. Give me 5 moments to generate a battlefield for you guys. Jeez.
Oh,
Maybe you could just take us to like the starting point and just say for theater of the mind.
Oh hell no! I'm giving you guys.
No, you guys are gonna get a field to fight in. What the fuck?
We gotta fight like real men now.
Exactly.
Then why are you playing with weapons?
Everyone.
Let's throw hands. Let's throw hands.
Oh no.
Throw in hand.
Toko is
No,
sparing.
no. Let's first go with weapons, then get to hand.
Ooh.
First happens, then hand.
Toko is sparing both of your. Toko is sparing both of your lives by not participating.
Oh, good lord. How come I get the feeling this is going to be the most anime battle that D&D has ever seen?
Oh, absolutely, man. You don't even know.
Let's have a sparring match. This is gonna be great.
You've got the touch, man. You've got the touch.
No, Toko does. Toko does.
And I'm not even using. And I'm not even using cure wounds either.
Oh man,
This is all.
that's a very...
This is all skill.
This whole session. Can I roll for massage?
Can I roll? I didn't mean to say it like that, but that's exactly what it is.
Okay, fight. Fight, you nerds.
Alright, give me like 5 seconds.
Says Balasar sunbathing with massaging on his back.
Fight you.
Fight,
Fight for mine.
fight you nerds. Grape me, Toko gives him grape.
Well, Bowser would be going for the sparring match next round.
Okay, give me like
Yeah, it's a good thing you're getting this massage. Loosen the muscles up.
It's a good thing that you know how to massage kobolds.
Yeah.
The spiny dudes that they are.
Isn't that weird?
That's got a lot of crunch to it, man.
I mean, Toko's flaw is his biggest strength right now.
A lot of crunch. Oh god. I'm sorry. I don't know why that's getting me.
Yeah, I meant to get Ashy in the winter too, and it's just a mistake.
Oh my god. We're never gonna get to the sparring. We're laughing too much.
No. I've got it.
We're waiting on the DM, so we might as well hoop it up while we can. Oh darn!
Let's entertain the
all
audience.
the fun's gone now.
Alright, here we go.
This is where you assholes are fighting.
Shoot, chop.
Oh, this is gonna be great. This is gonna be great.
Do not be
Alright.
ready.
You guys
Ready
this
to
is a
shoot.
fight.
Fight you, nerd.
Another song.
No, try to reroll initiative, please.
Oh
Oh,
god.
we need a reroll. We need a reroll. Okay.
Yes, just reroll initiative. Just say that you guys have initiative. You guys
Damn.
are prepared for this.
Well,
He's still higher.
Still 17.
He's still higher.
First roll was still
he's
higher.
though. Still higher though. It was a good attempt.
Hey, it's better than the last. So.
Toko has 10 rations. I'm gonna say some of those are fruit, some of those are meat.
Alright then, Salisbury, where you start.
Yes.
What do you open with? You guys are about measurement. You guys are about 19 feet apart.
Mortal Kombat, yes!
This is what you guys should have started with.
God damn.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm turning up pancake.
Why is that repeat? How do I repeat?
Repeat.
I should have pinned it.
Oh,
Alright. Go on.
Alright, so Zalsby is going to use where did everybody pop up go? God blast it. Alright, Zalsby is going to use one of his shell.
Those of you at home, I am sorry for this being loud.
Yeah, it's just a loud song. We're sorry.
It is a very loud
actually
song.
loud song. This is Mortal Kombat, bitches.
Alright, so does a 17 hit?
no, it.
No, AC is
So he fires his gun, and I guess Tsunami just dodges right out of the way on that.
Can I describe how he dodges? He just
Yes.
fucking Matrix dodges it. He's just like, oh. I thought that movie.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say that you slide 5 feet closer with the dodge.
No,
Full anime.
attack. You're gonna be attacking with break first. Does a 26 hit?
Alright, do you bring yourself closer to...
Oh yeah.
There we go.
And I'm guessing a 26 hits. Oh yeah, this is all subdue damage, by the way. So,
This is all gonna be subdual damage. We all know this is all gonna be
Oh
subdual.
yeah, obviously. You
Oh
guys are
yeah, we're trying to kill each other.
Okay.
kill yourselves.
don't put that right.
Good war.
And then since I got that dual wielding and that two
Yeah.
weapon fighting,
Hit him with Superior.
God damn.
So yeah,
Wow, yeah, Superior hits.
yeah, like, he brings down the... So yeah, do you want me to describe it or do you describe it?
Oh, I'm gonna describe it. After I slide in, I come up and I just kind of hit with my left, and I swing up, and then I swing at Zelzy's side.
Zalsby kind of braces while he's getting hit by all this stuff. He's like, ah!
And
You've
there's
got
some
a little bit more-
coming off. There's some sparks coming off your armor.
Yeah. All right. Enough playtime. Let's make this interesting. Come on, did I click it? I think I did. Nope, it didn't click. Mother. Come on. Let me click my damn gun lands. Not my crossbow, my gun lands. There we go.
Okay. Well, guess what? Because of my dual wielding TV, I get a +1 in my AC. So,
Shit.
turning that 18 into 19.
Oh
Damn.
man. Can I describe this part though?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Alright, so like you go in and you try to fire the... But
No,
then you
I'm not
just
trying
watch...
to fire. I'm trying to pierce him with the gun land.
Oh, you pierce with the gun lance. So you try to go for the pierce, and then like you just watch as Tsunami just uses both the blades, and it's just like a grind as he lifts it over his head and just starts grinding down with both blades. He's about to strike his own attack. Tsunami.
Oh shit. 14 does not hit. 14 does not hit.
Okay, so then Superior comes in next.
Superior does not hit.
Okay.
So yeah, you just sort of go for the flurry. You're starting to get a good affinity for the shield. You start the attack.
I got extra attack. So I'm gonna use extra attack.
Alright.
Boom.
That quick.
Yep, that hits.
Damn.
Just a quick strike across from the backside.
Shit.
Ah!
And then I missed with the other one.
Alright, how are you looking, Zalsby?
Zalsby's not looking. Not looking too hot.
You have more health than I gave you
Zalsby
credit
with
for.
Zalsby with one last try is gonna be like, I gotta get used to this weapon somehow. Bloop. What does that do? Does that hit you? Of course it doesn't. Good lord.
You have a lot of health for a kobold, man.
Yeah, you do.
He's a meaty kobold, that's what he is.
I'm a meaty kobold.
Yeah, my God.
As soon as I miss, as soon as I I just kind of turn around and bring my knee to the ground and then I go, I concede.
Tsunami puts his sword behind his back, puts his hand out. He's out.
Alright.
Zalsby takes his hand and he looks at Tsunami. You see why I rely on my magic?
Yeah.
Not much of a physical fighter.
Well, hey, guess what? I'm a physical kind of guy. I can whip you into shape. So, maybe we should start a daily training regimen. Mostly to do with the torso and arms, so you can get used to wielding that weapon around. But you can never skip leg day. You can never skip leg day. Now, What do you know about martial arts? Like, what do you know about hand-to-hand?
Well, I do remember a lot. I do remember a lot about CQC whenever I was in the military.
Okay, let's go hand to hand. Tsunami starts taking off his armor, and now he's just in his boxers.
What are the point of those?
To make himself lighter.
No, I mean, why are you? I still don't understand the need for boxers.
He has boxers.
I don't know.
Would you rather him have breathe?
I mean, I just don't understand the need for underpants.
No, he'd rather you not wear anything at all.
He's like, okay, in the civilized world, well, I mean, where we come from, I mean, you're civilized too, but where we come from, it's kind of good to cover yourself up. I know probably in your culture, it's whatever, but in my culture, it's good to cover up.
Seems a little.
Yeah,
looks at, like Toko looks at the kobolds.
Looks down at himself like,
Looks
I
up.
don't really have a need to.
Toko looks at the kobolds. Toko looks at the kobolds.
Tsunami puts his hands up. So, you ready for this?
I don't have. Golly.
No. Put on fucking Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat's too loud.
It's too loud.
Mortal Kombat is too loud.
I have something for this. Give me a second.
I stupidly didn't put unarmed attack on my list.
It's just basically rolling.
It's like, yeah, what kobolds
I'm
are.
gonna just roll straight.
Yeah.
I can do that.
Yeah,
Well, you're still on.
You know, if Toko, you know when you were trying to get Toko in that chokehold, if he was anybody else, that more than likely would have worked.
I mean, technically, Tsunami can put you in a suplex and make you his,
Oh no.
Suplex City, bitch!
No Suplex City today. This is, come on, I know this is training, but come on, he's supposed to actually learn how to defend himself.
Alright, do we need to re-roll initiative?
If you want, sure. That's
okay.
Yeah,
make sure to right-click the token too.
What the fuck? Alright.
Wow!
Damn.
Wow, I am ready. I am ready for this fight, apparently.
I wish I could have.
that one.
Toko's thinking, I wish I could have given Zelf.
Also, did you guys roll your hit dice to make sure you guys are
recovered any? Yeah.
I assume that we went up at least one hit die. That's exactly what I did.
Alright, good.
Yeah, because none of us need to be unconscious, especially Zelsby. He almost was.
Toko's thinking to himself, I should have given him a massage.
Yes, I already re-rolled.
Okay, Zelsby, whenever you're rolling this,
you didn't right-click it.
He rolled a 17.
Because you have to right-click the token.
He rolled a 17.5.
Yeah.
I gotta do it. There we go. Gotta do it manual.
Let me do this. Let me do this again. All right, did that?
No, it's in.
I mean, I already put it in now.
So. It doesn't matter. You're still first.
Yeah, you're still up there. So you're going first. How are you open? What is your opening move?
My opening move, since I've already low to the ground, I'm gonna do a sweep with my tail. So there's my strength.
Oh, wow.
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 That's
I'm
incredible.
So sorry. How do you do that?
Well,
wait, no, that's a save.
All right.
That's a save. Gotta check. That's a save.
That's a save, not a check.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Ooh! I know kobolds. I know kobolds are bad at strength, but come on, Bugaway.
All right, I'm gonna use that for something else though.
All right.
Damn.
This is what I meant to roll. Athletics. Good lord.
Oh, that's way
better. That's much better.
That's the strength contest, Tsunami.
I can't believe I nat one on both sides.
Yeah, that.
Oh my god.
You sweep him. You knock him prone. Roll the damage.
I'm assuming this is all. I'm assuming this is all unarmed, so it's gonna do like 1, maybe 2 damage.
Yeah. Unless you're
let me see Zolsby's.
Unless you're nat 20,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah, you do like 2 damage. You do 2.
Alright. So basically just 2 subdued damage, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so 52 temporary hit points.
Although, wow.
How many temporary hit points do you have?
I did not lose any health in the last round at all.
You said temporary hit points.
Uh-huh.
Alright, so
I'm
he rolled a
using
14. He
no, I'm
rolled a
using
14.
I'm using the temporary hit points as like a marker of the subdued damage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Alright,
Alright, so I need to roll mine. There you go.
Alright, Tsunami gets up, he's like, alright, that was good.
But you were knocked
And-
prone though.
Yeah, he gets up. Okay, that was a good move. And now he's gonna go for like an uppercut. As he's getting up. Fuck.
You can.
Damn.
You knocked my ass straight to the sky, apparently.
Damn.
Damage, what's the damage?
that's your strength plus 1. Ooh, yeah, Tsunami's a heavy hitter.
Five.
Like, now that like he's actually stretched, you can see the muscularity that Tsunami has.
Oh, good lord.
Good lord.
He has
You could probably grind me on that.
Good lord. Zelsby is gonna look like he got hit real. He's definitely gonna look like he got hit real hard. But he's going to get right back up.
That's it, Zelsby, that's it. Oh, you go.
You got it, Zelsby!
You're not gonna like me.
Oh my god. I know what's going on.
You're going
You're
for
not
it.
gonna. You're not gonna like me. You're not gonna like me.
Oh,
You know, there is a reason. There is a reason why I was feared in battle.
Oh no.
Till the dead.
What?
Roll me that wisdom save.
Oh, I thought he was gonna go for the ball punch. Like, that is something no man should ever do to another man. Says Toko.
Yeah.
Oh, you passed. Oh, you passed. Oh, you
Ulcer
passed.
just remembers what he heard and just slowly turns his face to you.
What?
I can see Balazar doing that.
Oh no.
What?
Bro, we just talked
Balazar
about
just gives you his just like a look, turns his face back and just goes like, mm-hmm.
What? What am I missing?
necrotic damage. So I'm assuming that on a wisdom save I take half of the damage.
Oh, it's a cantrip,
You
right?
don't take any. It's a cantrip. You don't take any.
Okay, you don't take any, so you sort of just tank it, and like, yeah, your blocks are just sort of they appear to be a little eroded though.
Oh.
Oh, they fall off
Oh.
at this point. They're gone.
Yeah,
Now
fallen.
he's like, God fucking.
See? Isn't that better?
No!
Roll me a D100.
Oh,
Oh no.
Oh no.
Who's rolling D100s?
I know exact. Oh, 39.
I mean, if it's a severity die, that's pretty good.
That's
No,
not
that's not so bad.
not so bad. Average.
Oh no, this is about the size of my dick.
Yes.
No. It's only not.
It's only 39. It's no big deal.
Alright, whatever. Let's go back to it. Tsunami, it's now your turn that you just tanked a spell.
Tsunami's a little bit mad. He's like, I thought we were gonna use spells. I thought we were just gonna use hands, but okay. So Tsunami, he's gonna fucking jump. He's gonna try to jump kick Zalsby. Yeah, athletics. Let's roll it. Roll that athletics.
26. You definitely.
Nat.
You definitely nailed it.
You have to.
Can you roll a hit?
You have
dude?
to.
Hold up.
Roll that athletics.
Nat.
Let's see what
Natural 20.
What the fuck?
Oh my god.
Okay, roll a hit, my dudes. Roll a hit against his AC.
I gave +2 AC.
What do I roll against this here? What do I roll?
Against that, you roll. Just roll your. Okay, so you're gonna. So okay, yeah, basically just a +6. Each 20 +6 because of your strength and your proficiency.
Gotcha. Each one of us.
Because both of you are proficient in your
In your whatever, your arts or something.
With my shield of faith, that does not.
it's like a power up. Like you just see a shivering field.
Toko.
Like Salisbury, and he just starts power.
Toko.
Hey, Salisbury, no magic.
Toko smiles. That's right, Salisbury. That's how you fight. Don't fight on his terms.
Okay, fine. You don't want to fight on my terms. All right.
I mean, he's technically not wrong. Like we had.
The terms were never set.
Yeah, terms were never set.
They were never agreed on.
All right. So Tsunami's moving this now. He's gonna use his extra attack and cast lightning shot.
That close?
Yeah. It's actually with disadvantage.
Oh wow, disadvantage?
Close.
Yeah, he not.
Take the nat one.
That does not hit.
And yeah, so also you get an extra attack because of the nat one.
Oh, gee whiz.
As long as it's not a weapon, you're good.
So I presume that like as you try to aim the lightning shot, Zolsby just bobs through. It's like a counterpunch almost. Like the somatic components leave you wide open.
Smooth criminal.
Yeah, just
So I'm going to slide under. I'm gonna slide under his. I'm gonna slide under his head. I'm gonna get within. I'm gonna get within grappling range, and I'm going to grapple him.
Can you?
Okay. Do I gotta roll a counter up?
there's just one issue here.
How are you gonna hit?
Yeah, Salisbury, you're a kobold, right?
Yeah, you're a kobold.
Yes.
You're small, so
Yeah. How?
it'd be a little harder to do that.
Also,
You're gonna be at a disadvantage because he is one size larger than you.
But I'm grappling. I am grappling for pure flavor. I'm grappling for pure flavor here.
Oh, okay. So you wanna?
I'm grabbing his. I'm grabbing his.
He's basically grabbing the leg.
Oh.
Yes, I'm just basically grabbing the leg.
Oh wait, that's right. You can
I'm
actually
grabbing
still
the
grapple
leg.
him. You just have to. You treat it as a scaling check though because he's larger than you.
it's a good thing he rolled a 39.
So you actually just have to roll athletics for it.
Okay, so what do I roll against this?
Against it,
You get an athletics with advantage because you're size bigger than
size
him.
bigger. Or
I get
or acrobatics.
Wait, I get disadvantage?
Oh, you
No
get
advantage.
advantage.
Advantage. That's 18. Versus.
I would love to roll athletics if I could, get to it because my computer decided that it wanted to scroll all the way up.
Oh.
I'll roll it for you if you need to.
Come on, computer, quit. There we go. Frickin' in, man.
Please.
There we go.
Alright,
That
yeah.
is a 16 though. Nope, I ain't grabbing nothing.
Yeah, like Tsunami just sort of tries to push you back, and but you still have your attacks on you. What do you do with them?
So with the other attack, I am going to do this.
Is this when Zal's? Is this the music when Zalsby believes in himself?
No, this is when Zalsby.
You.
This is when
Oh my God!
This is when Zalsby summons his stand.
You do have this?
You know fucking well.
And you just watch as like Soulsby is just gone. He's Balzar, you're looking to have a little bit of competition as he's got a big old aura of energy around him.
What is that?
It's the work of an enemy stand! But in all seriousness, Balzar's just like, oh, that's just a spirit guardian.
Spirit, huh?
Yeah, so
Kobolds
it's
are
like,
Come on, demigod!
Let's make a
Toko looks at Belisar. Toko looks at Belisar. You kobolds just keep getting stronger and stronger and stronger.
Bowser just like, I call next round.
Yes, I passed the wisdom save.
Nice.
Wait, what's the wisdom save for?
15.
He would have taken 3d8 if not.
3d8
He would have taken
of the
3d8
pain.
if not.
I'll take half though. So.
He does take half, so I need to roll 3d8 anyway. As soon as I can click onto the chat because my computer hates me.
Yeah, seriously, what's going on with your computer, dude?
Oh my god, it's slash roll.
Slash roll.
Then 3d8.
I don't think it's gonna go.
Ah! 16 subdued damage, good lord.
So 8
Well,
damage. So you just watch. It's like the. Think of this like a. Think of this just like literally, it's like the shit from Joseph's.
Well, Zelsby, if you're stand, you may as well name it.
I release my stand, the Trooper!
Oh, true? Yes.
The Trooper!
Alright, your turn, man.
Tsunami points his fireball ring as a
Oh,
fire.
good lord.
Dude. What?
Oh god, he's gonna use fireball.
Tsunami's gonna kill Zelsi.
Yeah, that's not subdued. That isn't subdued damage.
Ring of Wizardry, not to hit, but the DC is based on your spell save, my dude. So I'm gonna need you to make a dex save, Salisbury, against Tsunami's,
Well, that's not gonna
Hey,
be a problem.
use the thing you're
you're...
use the thing you're best at.
Is it a dex
Save.
save or a dex check? Save.
dex save, please. It's always save
Oh,
against.
fireball.
And unfortunately, you failed it.
How?
Oh shit!
How?
Let me roll.
Okay, so that's gonna be 8d6 points of fire to the face now.
Oh, yeah. Zalsby gets knocked the heck out.
Yeah, that's not subdued damage.
That's actually really high.
That's not subdued damage.
Oh, but
Zalsby.
It is not.
Zalsby gets knocked the heck out. Zalsby gets knocked.
I don't know how you subdue fire damage to the face.
how do you subdue radiant damage and necrotic damage?
Those were physical attacks.
You just watch as like Saul, you just get away.
Okay, Bowser just immediately gets up and goes like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
What was that?
Let me just. There's just
Also,
like a dark spot.
That's a radius of 20 feet. So since Zalsby was like right here, doesn't that mean that you also got caught in that shit, Tsunami?
Oh, you angling bitch.
Tsunami runs to Zalsby. He's like, holy shit up, son. Holy shit, we were using magic.
Zalsby looks up to him, and he like coughs a puff of smoke. Good fight. And he just
Bowser
passes out.
just grabs Toko and points to Zelda like, you might want to heal before he dies.
Yes, no! No!
Video's gone wrong.
Okay, Bowser's gonna punch you with a beat stick to the face.
Gone wrong.
Tsunami's gonna die.
Non-lethal beat stick, like fool. But he understands the intention, though. It's the thought that counts. And after all of that, I presume you guys take your rest, because that was
Taking a
some...
long rest.
Taking a long rest.
Zalsby, I'm so sorry.